The world always changes. But one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight with honor. Because cowards die forgotten. We make the world. On the other side.
It's not a matter of if. When will you pass this through?
Hello!
Howdy, howdy!
Welcome to Shadows of Archonia. 2.5?
2.0? 2.1?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Take it away.
Oh, hello everybody! I am your GM for tonight. My name is Maxwell Durbin-Ton, and we are playing a, well, I mean, it's not a unique spin on Worlds Without Number, which is the system that we are playing by one Kevin Crawford. We are playing as the crew of the Wayfarer, in which our main characters from the main campaign. It's their ship, and they are flying the stars with it.
Yeah.
Steve, who are you? What is happening?
I'm Steve, and I'm playing Lord King. I'm a
Vowed wise.
I'm a vowed wise, but really, I'm a able seaman in space.
You're Lord King?
Lord King.
Lord King.
What part of the ship do you take care of?
Well, I do whatever I'm told.
We'll get to that.
I'm not really a lord or a king.
Who are you over there at the, I guess your right, my left, either way?
Last name Emperor?
Name's Alan. I'm going to be playing Varcio.
Varcio.
As human as you can get. He's so human. He's from the first ancestors of humans.
Ooh. I like the first men.
The first men. And he's a...
You could argue all humans came from...
Boo.
I can feel it in my bones.
Your Eddie Bone.
He's a duelist, expert, quick learner. And I like to think he spends a lot of his time on the ship just sharpening blades, taking care of things for... Just mainly taking care of the melee weapons for a lot of people.
And I'm Matt. I'm playing Zero. I'm a shock trooper, fucking little dog guy who pissed off Steve and Max because
There's no dogs.
they're like, how has there been a dog character on the ship this whole time and no one knew about it? And so now he's wearing a skeleton like mask, kind of like Cubone. Yeah. And then Steve's like, so you're basically like Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'm like, damn it.
Can I protect myself? Myself through this. You were sending that during work hours in which my phone was blowing up and the kiddos were like Mr. Max, what's going on? Because it's the end of the year, fuck it, doesn't matter. So I said, oh, the group that I play on Friday nights, they're texting me about their characters, and one decided to be a Dogman. They're like, tight, because Dogman is a comic that they read.
Yeah, my kids have Dogman. Here's a question for you. Why didn't you have your phone on mute?
Emergency happens. Emergency happens. Like, I need to, plus I need to use my phone in order to respond to admin who messaged back. I'm not gonna get into it right now. It's just on.
Hey, I'm saying in 2025, you can't blame other people for your phone blowing up.
Good God. Steve, what is this channel?
This is Shadows of Archonia. If you don't know this channel, we play all kinds of tabletop role-playing games here on Fridays. Like tonight, we are usually in our main campaign, Shadows of Archonia 2, where we are playing Worlds Without Number. In fact, in this very time and setting, but with a different bunch of characters and with me in that chair. Tonight we're in a one-shot because we have an absence. Yuri, who, I didn't hear what you said. Yuri, who usually sits there, is gone tonight. We're going to have a few absences over the next month and a half or so.
It's summer.
We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, normally we're doing our ongoing campaign. We're in the last third, maybe the last quarter of it right now. I predicted 70 episodes at one point. We can't seem to hit episode 60. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah.
But it's just a prediction. It's going to take however long it takes. On Monday nights, we have a whole other show called Tales from the Backlog, where we play all sorts of games, usually no more than 3 episodes at a run, and then we change games over there. Sometimes only 1 episode. Right now, we're 2 episodes into our Daggerheart game. So I'm running that, and you'll see episode 3 coming out on Monday. If you're watching us on Twitch, be aware we have a YouTube channel. We are dual streaming right now to both. If you're watching us later, you're probably watching on YouTube. Be aware that we have a Twitch channel. It's great as well. They're both good. So, but YouTube is where you can find all of our back episodes going back to 2019. Hundreds and hundreds of 3 to 5 hour games. Good stuff. Patreon, we have one of those. You can support us there if you really like what we do. If you only kind of like what we do, you can come join our Discord and just hang out with us and talk to us. There's a link for that.
We're always chatting about something.
We're always talking about something. That's it.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did you do content warning?
Content warning. We say what we want. And if you don't want to hear it, we respect that. Better get somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Misery, thanks for the sound check. And to answer your question, because I don't actually have any furry gear or fursuits or anything like that.
Oh, Misery's asking why Matt doesn't dress up as an animal during his streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's saving up for it.
I do have a set of, I have a good set of ears that I have for a costume I had a while back. But that's about it.
Those suits are expensive.
And you can see that set of ears a few Instagram posts back. We have an Instagram. You should
On
go follow
Shadow of
that.
Archonia, only fan.
It's made up and everything. It's great.
I mean, it was Ren Fair. So.
That's what
Who
it is.
knows what people get up to there.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
While the heroes pursued divine matters on a different planet, the crew of the Wayfarer hurtle alone through the void towards the moon Archonia. They carry out orders they didn't vote for in a ship they no longer understand, haunted by a ghost captain and fractured memories. Greybeard, the AI ghost of the ship's former pirate king, awakens and whispers. This, our audience, is a story of memory, loyalty, entropy, and myth. A tale not of gods, not of heroes, but of those who keep their engines running. Everyone's story is its main story. No sideline characters in the narrative of others, but a cast worthy of notice. And thus do we highlight those in the shadow. Sailing through the void, stars blinking in their own array, we see the lonely Wayfarer on its mission. Here, in the stillness of space where systems follow their own order of their own will, we focus on an unlikely crew. Collage of people that have survived and experienced the most unlikely events. Here, the gods are silent when they're gone. Here, their moons out of reach. And somewhere between the stillness and the stars, we see you. You are the crew of the Wayfarer, once from a pirate ship called Adventure, specifically you three, before Captain Sally One-Eye took you from it. The whole hums like a lullaby, remembered wrong. Systems flicker, yellow with forgotten names. There's something in the walls, and every so often, Greybeard, the AI imprint of this ship's former captain, has awakened. And for the most part, he's angry, spouting words that, after a while, for some, become white noise. But every now and again, some listen. Some pay attention. But we're focused on you. And I want to ask, who were you? We'll start over here. Who were you before the venture? And then if you can describe your worth on the Wayfarer, your take on the journey thus far.
Well, before I became a pirate, I was a monk. I was at the order of hanging out and getting bent. That's what we called ourselves. There was a good 4 or 8 of us. I hadn't really learned to count yet. Before that, I was from Teal Haven. Not Teal Haven proper, but outside about 14 miles. I hadn't learned to count yet. My ma named me Lord King for good omens and luck. But she died, so that didn't work. Anyway, I found some buds and we formed the Order, but there wasn't much money in it, but I learned a lot. I learned how to hit a man real hard and how to talk him out of needing to be hit. I believe in community. Well, that's why I joined up with the venture, because of they had a whole document, which I couldn't read it, but they told me it said that we all got to do things fair, and we will steal and murder sometimes, but not from the community. And that's why I think that one chap, Briar, he had the right idea all along. This is about all of us. Anyway, now we're in space. I don't know if we're gonna die. I imagine that we are, but there were dragons before we lived through that, so the ship could fly, and then it went to space. Did you even know what space was? All I know is they still need me to pull the ropes, climb the rigging, maybe occasionally punch a guy.
These interactions sure can be taken place during some mess hall nights where you guys are gathered playing games, rolling dice, betting as quietly as you guys can, as it is part of the charter that you cannot. But
I assumed we were doing a reality show style interview.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really funny. Alan, how do you introduce yourself? Who were you before the venture? And then if you can describe your worth on the Wayfarer and your take on the journey thus far.
Well, Varcio, I like to think that probably... Wait, did Sally form the crew kind of like all at once when she killed that one captain, right?
Yeah, she took his place according to the rules at the time.
But there were still people on the ship before she killed that captain, right?
Well, yeah, like all of us were part of that guy's crew.
So
And
we were part of the crew before Sally came.
yeah.
A note on that. Some of your crew did leave with who was it? Oh my gosh! From at in the
Venora.
Venora. Some of
Yeah.
your crew did leave.
That was a
in
long
Venora.
time
That was a
ago, though.
long time ago.
And
Yeah.
they weren't even all necessarily originals.
What was the name of the first captain again?
I don't even remember the
Like
Session
Piss Pot
Zero
or
guy. Well,
something?
Piss Pot Peg took over from him, and then she got killed too. I think also by Sally.
Yeah, at that
And
point,
Sally was
We
captain.
burned through a few of their captains.
yeah, at that point, yeah, nobody really remembers. It's half remembered,
That's true. We do drink a lot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably Piss Pot Peg was the one that put me onto the ship.
Yeah.
She
So if you were with Piss Pot Peg, that means the first thing you did as a member of this crew was attack Sally and the gang.
yeah.
Fuck.
But she picked me because I'm really good at making poisons, and a good crew needs a good poisonologist,
Alchemist. Yeah.
and
Poison guy.
and also I do study the blade a lot, and I try to make sure that all the blades on the ship are sharp and repaired before they go out. And actually, when I see a blade get really damaged, it hurts me.
Speaking of blades, where are my damn swords?
Oh yeah, I gotta bring this back.
Real life conversation. Not at all.
Just came out of nowhere.
Not at all character related.
But I like to think that probably she probably saw me poison someone at an inn or something. Maybe somebody well known, and she tracked me down, and she's like, well, "Yeah, I'm gonna go on the ship so we can poison some other people."
Love it. Love it. Matthew,
Yes.
who are you? Who are you before the venture? And then if you can describe your worth on the Wayfarer.
Okay.
And your take on the journey thus far.
My name's Zero. I am basically a Shiba Inu in pirate clothing with a big bone handle axe.
What are we doing?
Sure.
I got like mad Labrador energy. I am your best friend, and if you don't know me, then you're my future best friend.
Motherfucker.
I don't really belong on this ship, but I don't belong anywhere in this current world, so I find that here's the best place for me.
So are we going with the thing where you're like, are you like a rare, like cousin of a kobold, or are you like a mutant kobold?
Or a cobalt from the east?
Like a kobold from the far
Flip a
east?
coin, I don't care.
With your thing.
Cobalts can
Let's do rare.
Okay. So there are others like you.
Yeah.
But you're not the main breed of kobold.
Yeah.
Genetic mutation in that sense.
Yeah, I'm a small.
You're a kobold, but you're fluffy and clean.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just ended up here on a ship because anywhere else that is just mostly humans and stuff I kind of don't fit into. I keep myself hidden. As far as worth, I guess I'm loyal. I like to think of myself as somebody everybody likes to have around, even though that's probably not entirely true all the time, because I could be a little ADHD or overwhelming, I think.
How have you evaded Sally this whole time?
Well, one, I'm in disguise, and two, she might know and just hasn't said it.
No, she
The
knew.
real question is how you've evaded Eddie.
That's true. Oh yeah, I hide my scent through what did I say?
Tobacco and
Tobacco and lemons or
lemons,
citrus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a note on that. To be honest, the main characters, the main captains, might not know you at all.
There's 200 people on the ship.
There are 200
They've seen us.
There were 500. And
Yeah.
we kicked 200 and something
Yeah.
off.
That being said, we are going to have a time of routine check. You have 2 rounds. During this time, for the audience, there are a couple mechanics that we are introducing here, not related to World Without Number. These are flashback tokens, a mutiny score, as well as an influence score. Those will be shown throughout the game. It will all come up as we go along. But for you guys, you all start off with one flashback token. This is an opportunity to gain more tokens during these 2 rounds that we have before the story moves on and continues from this quiet space of, you know, a week being passed as you guys routinely go about your business. Canonically, people from the venture, specifically from the venture, have a pastime unsaid game that they do. This is to cleverly break the charter up until the point of murder, in which they can, you know, without being seen and noticed, it's just for entertainment purposes, something to pass the time. The more creative, the better, in which, should you creatively break the charter without being noticed, you will gain another flashback token. So, who would like to start us off in the scene that they would like to play? It does not have to be breaking the charter. It could just be a scene of you guys milling around, working your stations or whatever you do to fill the time. But this is a time to kind of highlight your specific characters and kind of play out a scene as you desire.
I think I'm going to break 2 rules at once.
Give it to me. What would you like to break?
I'm going to gamble for rum after dark down below decks.
Okay.
So you're not allowed to drink below decks after dark, and you're not allowed to gamble. Well, it says you're not allowed to gamble for money, but rum is basically money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Would any of you participate in this, or do you guys even know each other? How would you guys like to interact?
We all
with this?
got it.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
were on the venture together.
Yeah, we go way back. We go way back.
All right.
I know as many people as I can anyway.
Yeah. The way that the ship kind of keeps track of time, internally the AI itself, Graybeard, you know, shouting off every now and again, the lights kind of dim to a darker hue of blue to signify the late night, as you see the shift of the shifts kind of break off, where the standing captain for Sally, while everyone is out, including, I believe, oh snap, what's her name?
Great.
Grace went with them.
Yeah.
Grace went with them. The standing captain right now is Master Whitlock, who is kind of like a butler around the ship.
What about Green Gertie?
Oh, Green Gertie. I completely forgot about her. Green Gertie. I'm so sorry. Green Gertie shouts off from the top of the rigging for the crew to switch shifts, those going underneath as the blue hue takes place. You guys from the morning shift kind of descending down below to supposedly get ready for bed and sleep. You guys all shifting around down in the hammocks below. Lord King, how do you want to approach this?
My voice. Not much happened today, huh?
Not much, except the whole space thing. It's still happening.
Well, yeah, but we've been doing that for a while.
I still don't know what it is.
I don't either. It's like flying, but without ground under you.
Yeah.
Just don't fall off.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not tired.
Why are we whispering?
Because I got these cards, and I really would like some more rum, and I thought maybe we make a few wagers, play a few hands.
Listen, man.
Yeah. I immediately, if you give me that, I immediately break that first rule.
Okay, my question to you guys is, because this is a rule that, like, you guys can't be doing this out and about where everybody's eyes are, I'm assuming you guys are doing this discreetly.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can get... Oh, sorry?
I was just going to say, I would argue we only have to be nominally discreet as long as it's just fellow seamen down here.
There's always...
Because there's always a rat.
There's always a rat.
Yeah.
There's always a rat. So, if I can get...
It's not me.
some sneak rolls from the two of you. Are you participating in this drinking, Barcio?
So, if you have nothing in sneak, it's -2, right?
It's -1.
-1, okay.
Yes.
And we add dex to it.
Correct.
Oh, cool, I have 1, so it equals up.
I'll participate.
You do participate, okay?
10 on the dice, 6 and 4.
If I can get, yeah, you roll as well. So 8 on the, sorry, 10?
10 on the dice.
Okay.
It's 5 for me.
It's 5 for me too.
You're the one drinking right now.
I am the one drinking. I'm like,
Noted.
I'm also the one who just pitched the whole game.
Yeah. What do I get the coin for?
For successfully breaking
A rule.
a rule
I
without those.
Does that...
would spend my coin to add 3 to my roll, thus making it a success.
Then it's a success for you.
Keep my
Coin, por favor.
but don't I earn 1 for successfully breaking a rule?
You motherfucker.
What does it... But...
You motherfucker.
But
Very
you,
well said.
Hey, you have a rule where if we use coin...
Hey, whoa.
Okay.
This is a max game.
This is me
This is a
game.
max game.
Can I do the same thing?
All right.
You absolutely can. So, should you have failed without using those coins, you would have gotten a mutiny score, which would have done some fuckery.
Is the mutiny score shared or individual?
This is for the whole entire
Shared,
table.
okay, cool.
So this would live here for you to note that there is mutiny, in which I will roll a die on my end, and we will figure out the consequences of that.
So narratively, in this case, would this represent other people witnessing us and being more prone to mutiny because we encourage them to be rule breakers?
There is a rat, which most likely, well, I'm not going to go into that, but
Interesting.
it would inspire mutiny because,
Okay.
yeah. Anywho, so you discreetly drink, in which you gained your points, and now you're offering to play cards.
Yeah, and we're gonna. I would like to use our rum rations as our bets, but I don't know if you have any left since you gave me yours.
I don't. Can I have my run back so I can bet?
Not yet.
Okay.
You do know where the rum is stashed.
I know. Oh.
Oh, you can't. Oh, well, maybe if we get the cook, maybe he.
Did you say the cook?
The cook.
Okay.
He's the one who has access.
What was his name?
I don't think I named the cook on this show.
Mad Eyes Alpham.
Mad
Eyes?
Mad Eyes is his nickname.
I just call him Mad? Oh, okay, Mad Eyes is his nickname. That already is his nickname.
I could we could just wait till he goes to sleep.
We could wait till he goes to sleep.
And I can sneak it.
But then shouldn't we be sleeping by then?
Yeah, but
I'm definitely a lot closer to sleep than I was at the start of the game.
Yeah.
but the night's young. And I do like a good game of cards.
Let's gamble, guys.
Okay.
So you're gambling. All right. So
I'll gamble. I'll use my future rum rations when we steal it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. so-
okay. This is going to be the most fuckery that you guys are able to narratively state will gain you those pluses, if you would like to use a skill or some sort of thing to add to your roll, this is just going to be a roll off with a straight d20. Actually, no, we'll do the 2d6s just to keep with world without number. So 2d6s for gambling, and if you want to use a certain skill or if you want to cheat in any way, now's the chance to state that.
I would not cheat at cards. That's the kind of thing that gets you stabbed by your own guys.
And I have good stab.
Yeah.
I have a good step too.
I will absolutely break the rules in secret as long as I think they're rules that don't matter that much.
I wouldn't cheat unless I was told to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So 2d6, and what can we add?
I will say
Intelligence? Depends on what we're
dexterity.
playing.
Dexterity for this.
Depends on what. Well, dexterity for cheating. If
Oh, for
poker,
cheating. Fair.
dexterity for
Fair.
cheating, intelligence if we're playing straight.
In that, for that reason, intelligence if you're strategizing, wisdom if you're trying to read for bluffs,
Okay.
charisma if you're trying to convince and distract.
I was gonna say charisma for bluffing.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
I wish it was just straight luck, because I wouldn't be doing any of that.
I'm just doing intelligence.
So you are trying to bluff, you are strategizing your cards, and you are just
I'm just, whatever cards I got is what I'm playing.
straight luck.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
7.
7.
Whoa. 5, 6,
All my intelligence.
11.
He
11.
cleans us out.
Yeah.
He cleans you out.
And I have my original rum ration still.
You do, you do owe him your rum rations. That narratively as it goes along. However, you guys want to play
true.
that out.
I only drink yours, so I can just give you mine.
That being said, due to the fact that you are gambling, I will need another sneak roll.
Man. I did have sneak as an ability at one point, and I'm like, I'm not gonna need it.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I can't see it. 9.
That's
another 7. Nope. It's 6 because of the -1.
it's a failure.
Oh, Dex, 10. I keep bringing to add my Dex.
11.
11, 2 successes and a failure. As you play,
Did anyone else just feel ominous for a second?
Do I get a coin?
oh, you do. I'm so sorry for those that succeeded.
What's an ominous?
Oh, I think it's like a lady's rear end.
You
Oh, I like ominouses.
Yeah.
hear from behind you. His name is they call him the Slug. Big man, very bulbous. Shaved head, kind of looks like a huge version of a baby, but he's got like a bit of a chin beard, very scraggly, coming in, and he comes up to you. He has essentially kind of just rations, like hardtack that he's just kind of munching on, and he comes over to you guys. What are you playing?
Oh, we're playing a kids game called Fishing for Rum.
Fishing for rum. Wait,
Yeah.
is that rum on the table?
Oh yeah, that's Varcio's rum. He just had some that he saved. He's not much of a drinker.
Roll me a charisma.
Okay.
Sorry, a convince roll.
Jesus.
Snake eyes. Yuri!
You know, I have been told by the others that I can be a little slow.
Is it your size?
What about my size?
Like, big, move slow? Big.
That's mean.
No, I didn't mean-
That's mean.
I think what he means is kind of the opposite. Small guys move faster, you know?
Mean masked man.
And you see him kind of go in for a punch.
You're so slow, can I just dodge it?
Does a natural 20 hit?
Yeah, that
Fight
hits.
music.
This is you make the comment off to them of like, oh, it's gonna be so slow that like I'm gonna dodge it, but as soon as you kind of turn your face to meet him, he's already clocked you. You take just 1 damage. As he just clocks you in the face and says, mean.
Slug!
Let's roll for initiative.
Oh shit, start fighting.
E8, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the first character I've had that has Dex. Ooh, and I got an 8, so 9.
6.
Okay, so we got a 9, 6,
I also got 9.
7. What's your dexterity?
18 plus 2.
And your dexterity?
14.
All right. So you would go first. All right, Varcio, as you see the slug just clock 0 in the face, you feel a slight shift in your mask, kind of exposing the fur underneath, just ever so slightly.
And I yelp a little, but not much.
Marcio, what do you do?
I'm gonna take out one of my vials.
You gonna poison this man?
Well, I have different kinds of poisons.
Okay.
I have ones that are lethal. Well, I have 3 for my level. I have three poisons. I have 2 that are lethal, but I have 1 that is non-lethal. It's just meant to like hallucinate or knock them out. So I'm gonna pour that. Yeah, I'm gonna pour that on my blade, and then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, so that was your, I'm guessing your instant action to apply that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
And you're attacking him with the blade.
yeah, with the blade.
Noted.
But when the cut hits, I'm mainly trying to get the poison into his system.
Understand. Okay.
I'm not really trying to do like a. I'm more trying to do like a cut than a stab.
Understood.
For the record, Slug has just broken the charter, and now Varcio is doing so.
Yeah, but I am not killing him.
Correct.
What's the rules on retaliation?
Let's see. No striking one another on board, but every man's quarrel to be ended on shore at sword and pistol.
I will say that you have 2 rounds to finish this before other people get involved.
Okay.
And your mutiny score will go up.
Attack with D20, right?
Yes.
So 10 plus 5, 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Wait, did you stab him? You said?
No, this is a cut.
Kind of sliced him.
I'm trying to get the
Yeah.
poison into his system.
got it.
And when the poison hits him, it does. Oh. Do this one. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know who put those things in there. Probably Sarah.
No, but it's great because it's right there. So I'm doing 2d6 damage plus my level. So that's
Damn. Okay.
and
2d6 plus
and it says here, if your toxin is incapacitating or hallucinogen, and the target is reduced to 0 hit points, they simply are incapacitated for now.
Okay.
So let's see.
Awesome. Ooh, that's 9 on the dice.
9 on the dice.
Plus your level is
3.
12.
So 12. So 12 damage.
Okay. And this definitely cuts into Slug's just bulbous form, where you cut into specifically where he has more or less like a skirt to kind of just air things out. That's the only form of dress that he has. Otherwise, completely kilts. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut into that kilt and kind of near the crotch area, kind of nearing the belly button. The poison does seep in, which the poison, does he have to roll something to resist?
He has to roll a physical save to make sure he doesn't hallucinate.
Okay, physical save, that is with a D2.
That's with a D20. An NPC stat line in this system will have the same save for everything.
Yeah. This is 5.
All right, so he fails. So the next attack or whatever he does is going to be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless he's already out of hit points.
Okay. He's a blubbering mess right now. Your cut, like hot tears are like running down his face. That being said, it is his turn.
Wait, he beat me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You are next on the initiative roll. Yes.
I'm growling. I'm definitely pissed. But I don't know what to do in this situation, so I look over to you. Lord King, do I bite him?
Nope.
Do I hit him?
Try tripping him.
Okay. I'm going to try to trip this man with
He's already cut, poisoned, and crying. Just try for
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
By the way, if you get him to 0, he will. He won't die unless you try to, kill him.
yeah. Can I use like the flat end of my axe? So my axe is
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I see what you mean.
non-lethal. Yeah.
Yeah. D20. 12 on the dice plus 6, so 18 to hit.
That hits.
I haven't rolled this damage yet. 9 damage plus 8, so
Plus 8?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I built this guy to.
Which is all that it takes.
Yeah.
It's like legged
As
damage.
one Lord Matthew Mercer says, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, so I go in with I don't even use the blade side at all. I just use the bone handle, and I go for his legs and just, instead of like just tripping him, I'm doing a full batter swing right into his shins. It still really hurts.
Oh, absolutely it hurts. With the cut, the tears streaming, your hit to the legs, he stumbles over himself, and already he's just like falling unconscious with the poison kind of just seeping into his system. You see him trip over himself. There's a hammock where somebody is already kind of laying down, going to sleep, where
Wait, can I catch him before he lands on a guy?
how are you doing this?
I don't know. Maybe an evasion save?
Grab his skirt.
Opposite of evasion, I want to get in the way.
No, you can.
I will allow either.
Can you push him out of the
Yeah,
way?
I will.
Oh, exert.
Yeah, exert. Exert would be the one.
-1 for me, but it is the right one. Exert plus strength.
Yep.
Cool. I got 8 exactly.
Which is what you need to succeed. So you're trying to catch him or push him.
I will. Either one is long. If I catch him, I'm then going to lower him to the ground. But I just want him to not land on anyone.
Okay. Well, like the newborn child that he looks, you catch him and hold him, almost as if you are holding a large ass baby. Yeah, you are straining underneath the massive weight, and he's just like,
It's all right, Slug. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm gonna put him down. Whew, little big boy.
you successfully completed this breaking of the charter without anyone noticing.
Well, I'm gonna be rich.
I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute.
You two completed used your flashback tokens. One of the key things in using your flashback tokens is stating a memory from your time on the Wayfarer through a unique perspective. So if you can give a unique perspective of an event that has occurred in the past. I know this is retroactive, but I do want to create a precipice for this.
I thought that was an alternate use of it instead of spending for the point.
No.
Oh.
In order to use it, you must give a
I see.
I like
Hence
that.
the
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one. I was probably up in the rigging, sneaking booze. Supposed to be on watch, but the ship can fucking fly, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's talking about we gotta go way out to some floating island. That's obviously not a thing. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of zombie birdmen are flying at us.
Ah, nice.
And there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm real good at punching. I have a dagger. Holy shit. Then the captain and her dog and her cabin boy, who's important, I think, leave the ship. And then, fortunately for us, the zombies just sort of stopped at one point. Whatever.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Lord King Marcio, for the retroactive flashback.
For what event?
This can be any event. In order to use a flashback token, something that I should have said earlier when you used it was to state a flashback on any of the events that have occurred in the main game through the unique perspective of Varcio. So not through the eyes of Eddie Bones, but how you interacted in in an event with the main characters, or even like an offhanded conversation with like Corinthian Briar, Annan Beck, Eddie Bones even.
I'm gonna say that was probably a time where Varcio had to like help help incapacitate Mock. He was going wild one night. So Sally, maybe not Sally, but maybe someone else told me to put something in his food, which knocked him out.
Smart.
So
thank you. Absolutely.
You probably had to use way more than you thought.
yeah, I probably had to use 3 vials instead of just 1.
Brilliant.
Because 1 could like take out a bear. So
Love it. Okay, so this scene wraps up. The night takes, morning rises, routines are set, your jobs are held, you are told your position for your shift, a yellow light coming on to signify the morning day in which you are set to do your routine. In this day, is there a scene that you would like to do and interact with to show either your prowess on the ship, or even in order to break the charter in any way?
Were we gonna go steal the rum?
You were going to steal the rum. Did you want to do that night or the next day? Because the shift, as it stands, there was a...
We did have an altercation. We might... Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we should do it.
Also, I absolutely told anyone who asked that Slug somehow must have cut himself while masturbating.
You know who you can tell that to? Is those who...
Doctor, catgut.
Oh yeah, Catgut.
Yeah.
Catgut asks no questions and believes all. He doesn't care aside from the fact that there is wounded and he must do that job. He's very like fixated.
He looks
on that
drunk,
job.
right?
I think we should add to the charter that shouldn't be allowed down in below deck with the rest of the crew.
You are going to have a mutiny just from that.
yeah,
I think it's a great idea. You guys can't smell as good as I can, okay? It sucks.
I understand, but take my word for this one.
This will be the last scene, since we did have a couple different scenes.
Take my word.
So this will be the last scene that you guys can do either individually or together as a whole to show your prowess on the ship, or to break the charter in any way to gain.
What can we use coins for again?
You can use the coins to add a +3 to your roll, re-roll a failed roll, auto succeed on a roll, but you will gain +1 mutiny, or to remove a mutiny.
Well, the way I see this, I think Lord King goes up on deck like he has every morning since we first visited the moon, sticks both arms out real wide, goes, "Are you here? Are you here right now?
What you doing, Lord King?
I'm looking for that invisible guy."
You are always looking for that invisible guy. You never find him, though.
Windman! Why don't you talk to us regular folk, huh?
Is there... Maybe there's no wind in space.
Oh, but there's air here.
I still think that there was no windman. It's just somebody throwing their voice like a ventriloquist.
But I heard him.
Yeah, somebody threw his voice. Like you see the like puppet shows? They do it all the time.
You think that they just made us think that? Well, come on, you guys heard that, right?
No?
Nope.
Oh,
So about that rum I owe you.
What an invisible
Yeah,
friend.
I still need it.
Yeah, can you wait until I get some more? I don't know. When do we get rations?
We're in space right now.
You get rations at the beginning of your shifts, for which that has already begun.
So I got rum now.
So you did get, I believe it's 1 rum per the shift, in which it's just like a little tiny cup.
But we get that like at the beginning of our shift.
Yes.
Well,
Beginning and the end.
we can time it. However,
Yeah.
I mean, in real time on a ship, there'd be a cook in a galley preparing
Yeah.
a meal, and when the meal's ready, people get it.
Also during
Yeah.
like the mess hall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got swabbing duty today, so I'm gonna just start doing that. Start swabbing the deck.
I don't know if you heard. Gertie said we don't swab in space because there's not enough water.
You hear
I'm sweeping in space.
you hear the one that is called Fortin. No nickname. They just call him Fortin. This hunchbacked fellow just start chuckling and say, "I got you with one," and start.
You tricked me?
Over and just preparing the rigging. You should have listened when Gertie was talking. No, it wasn't me that wasn't listening. It was
I was listening, but I figured that maybe she gave you new information that you were then relaying to me, and I figured, all right, well.
you weren't listening.
So, are we currently in the spike drill, traveling back to the moon?
Yes,
So
yes,
right now we're like in hyperspace.
So we've already done the pirate, or the ship battle with the other spaceship, right?
Right. We left the moon. We went to Nebulon.
Uh-huh.
The crew, the heroes got off there and then sent us back to Archonia's moon while you guys started hopping around the planets.
Correct.
So it's an 18-day journey just in the spike drill.
So we're going back to Archonia now.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is day.
Just for my memory, like
This is day
flashbacks.
3, day 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who wants this water then? I can't use it.
I could take it.
Okay. The water. Hand it to him.
Oh God. Oh, thank you.
That guy's weird.
He is a really weird one.
And starts hobbling away.
Why do we have such weird people on this ship?
Well, they're all people who'd rather be on a ship
Yeah, that makes sense.
than on land.
I can relate.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll actually be my friend one day, and then this won't be a problem.
Well, I think we should all be friends.
We're on the same ship together.
We definitely are. And that's my whole point.
In the routine,
So now I'm just dry mopping.
in the quiets of work, which, for the interest of the work skill that we have,
Yeah.
let's try it out. Let's roll a work-related skill, which I believe is with either your... I believe it's tied to Constitution.
Really?
I think... I'll tell you guys whether... Well, I'll leave it up to you. Whether you want to do strength or dexterity with
Can I use dex for? I mean, honestly, my con, strength, and dex are all +1, so it doesn't matter ultimately.
Yeah,
But
just tell us how you fill up the time for your work.
yeah, it's all dex. It's all in the movement of the. I'm sweeping the deck at
Sweet.
this point.
So that's how you cover your routine for your
Yeah.
shift. So work.
Yeah.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes. You actually...
This would be a lot easier with water.
Exactly, which Green Gertie kind of comes up to you and just talks to you about just... The fuck are you doing?
And I look up at her and I just blink through my little mask eyes.
She will revoke your second rum drink for during mess hall.
Am I not doing a good job?
She just leaves away, just fuming. How do you fill up your work time?
Can I roll sail?
You absolutely can't.
Since my work is sailing a ship?
In fact, because you can, you are interacting with Greybeard's navigation system, which is tied to the ship to the navigation of the ship, which is heading to the moon. So roll your sail,
All right.
and then we are going to be rolling something unique.
What should I add to it? If I'm trying to learn the computer, it should be intelligence, right?
It absolutely should.
Okay, so sail plus intelligence.
Are you a smart cookie?
That's cocked. 4 on the dice. Intelligence is plus 1, 5.
Okay, spend a coin to make it a success. Add a mutiny, or
Yeah.
or you can spend a coin to add +3.
Auto succeed.
Add a mutiny.
Oh, you could just do the +3. That succeeds.
Yeah, but I kind of want.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. So, a couple different things. First, I need you to roll 2d20s to create a distribution.
Copy that, Chief. 8 to 11.
I need you then, with a third d20, to tell me whether that d20 that you're about to roll will fall above, below, or in the middle of your distribution. This will be plus your wisdom.
Oh, plus wisdom? That's 0 for me anyway, so. It should be above. Slightly more likely, mathematically. It's not, though. It's below.
Somewhere on your character sheet, please write that you have 1 influence point or 1 IP.
And we fly into a star because we were working on navigation.
You currently have 3 mutinies, as the first 2 of your influence points grants us a mutiny point.
Okay.
Which, this is for future rolls. I'll get to those later.
Sure.
Nothing happens, but my question to you, what is something that Greybeard would say to spark mutiny within you? Not the first one is, offhand, you probably don't believe him, but it gets you thinking.
Eddie Bones thinks he's so great because he's an Arcanite and he doesn't even work. I was an Arcanite and I worked.
Okay. So that is what he says.
Yeah.
You pass it off. It's white noise, but something
know what it
about
means.
that specifically gets you to think, maybe there's something off with the ship. Either way, you fail, and we'll come back to the result of that in a second. Varcio, how do you fill up your work time?
Helping the doctor. What's his name?
Catgut.
Helping the Dr. Catgut with healing someone.
Okay.
The guy you stabbed last night or
If you can
sliced.
do work.
Well, I was hoping to use heal.
Oh, I will allow.
Okay. Plus maybe.
You see the slug definitely just laid on the. So you're healing your own work. This should be rather easy for you, and in fact, I will grant you a +1 to this roll.
Can I also use Dex?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
How are you using Dex in this instance?
To
Stitch.
yeah, the stitching.
Understood.
So
Understood.
steady hands.
Stitching up a man's crotch.
Nice. Let's so 11 on the dice plus 4 altogether, so that's 15.
Noted. That is a success, and you, through your deft hands, are able to stabilize the slug, cleverly removing your poison from the slug without Catgut even noticing that poison that was in there. He just believes that he fell. There's no consequence to that.
Okay.
In the silence of routine, during this time where you work, the pulsing of yellow light emanating throughout the ship's interface, tell me, how do you react to the light turning red?
What, like the sun? The sunlight
Wait.
turning red?
The lights on the ship.
Yes.
That's general quarters, right? Something's happening. We go to our positions.
I need you all to roll me an evasion save.
Oh,
Evasion.
I think I probably just look around confused. Or if I'm still up at the helm, I'll look at the computer and ask Graybeard what's going on.
okay.
Right.
Got it. 18, and I have to beat 12.
Yeah, I got 20 against 12.
That's my evasion is 11. I got 6. Yeah,
Okay.
So 7, 8, 9, 10. No, even with the plus.
You do 2 coins. Okay, only use 1 at a time.
Can I only use 1 at a time? How many coins can I use?
I mean, how many would you like to use? Once again, you can re-roll a failed save if you're trying to, or you can auto-succeed, but +1 mutiny. Understand that you guys do currently have 3 mutiny right now.
But if he spends 2, can he get +6 to this roll?
Yes, you can.
Well, I'd rather spend 1 and try to do a reroll.
Understood?
By the way, he was supposed to do a flashback.
You were.
You.
I did one.
Oh, he already did one.
The
Yeah.
second one?
Oh, I didn't do the second one.
Yeah, second one.
Okay. What's this result?
Okay, 11 on the die. That's a pass.
That was a reroll.
Yeah, that's a reroll.
Thank you, Steve and Ellen. If you guys can give me a flashback.
We need more things to do.
One time, I was real confused because someone kept saying Lord, King, and then they would say it, and I would look around and I wouldn't see anyone looking at me. And after a while, I figured out it's the captain's cabin boy walking around telling everyone, I am your Lord, I am your King. And I was like, why are you saying that? You're not even the captain. It's my name. I think he drinks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Barcio.
Let's see, Varcio. There was a time where Varcio was like hanging out on the ship when the ship was docked, and the main crew was left, and he went down into the quarters and he took out Graybeard's sword and started playing with it.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't see anything special about this thing. And then he just put it back in.
I'm always this good at this. Brilliant.
Well, he's a duelist.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
when he takes it out, does the ship like temporarily shut down or something? Or is it?
It only makes the ship fly, so if it was docked anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
For those that succeeded, which I believe is all of you,
Yeah.
you only take 1 damage
Damage.
as this. The sound of an explosion sounds and echoes and rocks the ship. For those that are above on the bridge, you see a huge portion of the ship shift, collide with the warp,
Like the edge of the tunnel.
and shatter.
Graybeard,
You see
is that supposed to happen?
the ship immediately flicker, jump off of warp, and float aimlessly in space for a second as a red halo pulses through the bridge. Outside the viewport, for those that press and look, there's nothing. There's no battleship. But impact trembles throughout the hull like a warning breath. A shadow dances in and out of your sensor range.
Is part of the ship gone?
Yes. And with that, get to that in a second, there's an invisible predator out there. Part of the Wayfarer has been destroyed, and floating aimlessly in space is a third of the crew. Freezing, dying, some already dead, limbs torn, bodies shattered, some dissolved into dust. On the sensors, you see something else coming for the ship. Perhaps another blast. we're going to go into space combat right now. This is going to be a quick ship combat, but I do want to ask how you guys would help to boost the score of this. Per your actions, I'm going to ask that you roll another work. For those that succeeded on your previous work, which I believe was only 2 of you. You failed. For the 2 of you...
I failed.
Oh, you failed, sorry.
Yeah.
The 2 of you already have a +2 for what is for the quick combat roll that is about to happen.
Okay.
But in the interest of this, in the rush of adrenaline, the impact that just happened, the ship torn, how would you help to prepare the ship for battle?
If I'm still at the helm, the first thing that I do upon seeing a third of the crew in space is wheel the ship towards them.
Okay.
Because I know from experience being out here that as long as they get inside our air pocket, they won't die.
Okay. If you can roll me a sail with your related attribute score.
I think if I'm doing this on instinct, I'm just spinning the wheel, so Dex maybe.
Dex, sure.
6 on the dice, +1 for Dex is 7.
7. Okay. You get some of the bodies, but still many of them are dying.
I think my immediate reaction still being on deck, because I know a lot of those people and I want them to be my friends. I would start throwing rope in their direction, or since you, if there's like harpoon guns, I would probably fire some between them, and then so once the rope hits its limit, it'll be basically a line out between a bunch of them. Just throwing whatever ropes I can, throwing the donuts and whatever we got to try to get people in.
I will
Playing fetch with them.
ask that you roll a administer roll with once again a attribute that you think is appropriate for this scene.
Can I use Dex since
You absolutely can.
it would either be strength or Dex because I'm just throwing stuff. Throwing is strength, right? Or should I do accuracy?
Yeah.
Dex if you're trying to hit something.
All right, yeah, accuracy. Okay, Dex. Equals out anyway because a minister is 0. I mean negative. There's none. 5, 6.
Okay. To reroll or +3?
+3.
Plus 3 would take me to 9, right? Yeah, so.
Yes. Okay. Noted.
You need a flashback.
Flashback.
Maybe try to make it related to what you're doing. Maybe that's a good
Oh, I like that.
help.
Oh man. Shoot, I was going one direction, then you just made me go a different one.
You don't have to do what I said.
Do what you like.
No, I'm
Ignore
gonna,
this man. He's not the GM.
Who is this fucking guy?
I flash back to the moment where, shit, no, we had no men overboard at that point. Okay, then I'll just do a different memory for now. When we were actually fighting the ship in space, I got tricked into being on cleaning duty for the cannons down there because I was asked to. And I'm not normally on the cannon team, but it was general quarters and we were asked to engage that, so I just hopped in wherever I could and I got to fire one of the cannons at the spaceship.
Okay.
And it was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Okay, thank you. And you do succeed, which puts us right now currently at a +3. Yours unfortunately was a failure, so it didn't get a bonus to what we were about to roll for the quick combat. Barcio, what are you doing to help?
What's the name of the man of arms?
Oh, the man at arms, master at arms. I think it's Grace right now, but she's off ship. So
Yeah, Grace is off ship.
hold on, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, that was
Who's the temporary
guy before.
man of arms?
I was going to use him for that exact. Oh wait, no, that's the cannon guy.
If you don't want to think or look through that, I will say One-Eared is currently the nicknamed One-Eared is currently taking position as.
Yeah, he could be the guy.
Yeah, there's
on
yeah,
duty
there's
right
two
now.
shifts.
Yeah.
I'm assisting the man of arms, making sure that the weapons are ready.
Noted. If you can give me a work with? Are you doing this strategically with focus, or are you just doing this rapidly with exhilaration? This is the heat of battle right now.
I feel like he's probably doing it fast, but I'm trying to help him focus.
Good. I finally thought of a memory for the throwing overboard.
So focus.
So yeah, this will be your work with, I will allow you either intelligence or strength.
Man.
So, for the record, Slugsmith is the master at arms.
But not the slug.
Maybe that's who we fought last night, and that's why it's one year on duty now.
Oh, you know? Good connection. Hey, it worked out.
Confirmation. So I got 18 on the die, and my work is -1.
Okay.
So 17.
18 on the die. This is 2d6.
Oh shit! I did a math.
You did a mat.
What, that happened once when we switched.
Fuck it. Whatever, but now it's called that.
Whatever, it's fine. I'll take it.
No, remember? Because you were like,
I
it was
made a
like
short out of
this
it.
game you play
Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah, everyone remembers that because that's the time I made a short out of it, and it happened to be Matt that time.
Auto succeed.
Hey, you are currently at 4 mutiny. I just want to put that out there.
Flashback.
Flashback.
Wait, what's the name of the chick? The second captain that got killed?
Pisspot Peg. Pisspot Peg.
Yeah, Pisspot Peg. Marcio remembers waking up in a bed with her the day after she recruited me.
That's how she recruited you?
Yeah.
Noted. If I can get...
And now you know why she's called Piss Pot.
Yep. I definitely know now. Right.
It's not the other reason that I gave. It's a different one.
I'm gonna fudge the quick C combat results to be appropriate for a 3d6 rolling, because I want each of you to have participation in how this quick C combat works. I will read to you what you guys get, and in that, please create a scenario of how that plays out. So, Matt, if you can roll the first one.
Am I just rolling 1d6?
Yeah, just 1d6.
Okay. I'm gonna do red. 6
6
on the dice.
4.
4.
Just one dice?
1d6, please.
2.
Okay. So this is a decisive victory. You have a 1 in 6 chance of getting away, otherwise even odds of capture or sinking, or in this case, being stranded. So, decisive victory, 1 in 6 chance of getting away. Okay, so you get away. My question to you is, what does this look like? Now, this ship is invisible.
The ship attacking us is
The ship attacking you is invisible. The only thing that is being marked specifically by Greybeard's AI is the incoming missiles that are coming towards the Wayfarer. So if you would like to each either create a scene of how this looks like, or if you guys just want to create, just, choose one person to create that, is up to you.
I have the connected focus, which allows me to call on 1 favor per day from a contact.
Okay.
I call on Grieve.
Okay.
Invisible guy, I know you like fucking with us, but if you can see the invisible ship, help.
Okay. How that helps is because of the air escaping through what the invisible ship has kind of broken through your shielding. There is a protective layer that is being there due to Grieve, and what he has ended up doing is kind of spread himself kind of thin in that he is wrapping himself around that protective air bubble, and the incoming missiles, as they hit that wind tunnel, kind of are drifted away. That is how one of those scenes plays out. If you guys have an idea for the others.
I was also going to do a missile thing.
Okay.
I can't block a lot of them or anything, but since I'm already at the edge throwing ropes over and I see these things coming in, I'm going to grab a rope and like swing out a little bit and try to hit one with my axe to try to knock it off course.
I love that. As you're standing there, can you do me a favor and roll a notice check?
Roll a dumb fuck check.
9.
Okay.
Plus 0. Plus 0.
Okay. So you don't see exactly what it is, but as you're doing this,
I just do it on instinct.
You see the overall layout, or I guess the form of the ship, though invisible. Every now and again, when it blasts, there is this kind of energy warp that kind of plays over it. To the keen eye, the reflection of the ship on the stars kind of warbles a little bit, which is how you're able to notice it. But specifically, what you notice is a light. Blue, fast, wrong, and then gone within the Wayfarer. Not enough to think about it, doesn't harm it, but it vanishes like a heat mirage. You hear this loud warbling, vroom, vroom, vroom. Specifically, actually, all of you, roll me a what do I want here?
Performance.
No, roll me another notice check.
7.
6. Oh, no, 7.
Five.
Someone's got to roll something.
No, you know what? That one time the Kraken came after us and we got away real fast, I was the one that saw it. I called it out from the crow's nest. I said, Kraken! And everyone went down there, they was like, we don't believe in Krakens, but there it is.
Now, question to you. Was this an auto succeed +3, or are you trying to re-roll that failed?
+3.
Okay, noted. Something's wrong. The stars don't look right. For each of the other ones, and even actually yourself, it feels like your stomach dropped, like when jumping from the plank into the sea. This warbling that occurred, specifically when you saw this fast light of blue. It's not a rocket, something else. Squirrel. But you don't know exactly what it is. For the two of you that didn't see this, you're thinking, oh, was this the damage, or is this something else? You're not sure. But in the conclusion of this battle scene, before you escape, Varcio, would you like to add in how the ship manages to escape this invisible ship?
That Varcio helps?
Yeah. Or sorry, not Varcio, but do you want to add in how you guys succeed in combat?
Oh, man.
So we had calling on Grieve, we had kind of slamming one of the missiles.
Probably Greybeard.
How so?
He probably bolsters the crew. And he says,
He yells at everyone.
well, yeah, he probably says, I have never seen so many pansy-ass weaklings getting killed by an invisible entity.
Absolutely. Now my question to you is, does Varcio call upon a now glitching Greybeard, or do you think Greybeard would have done this by himself?
Well, I
Because
think
in the heat of battle, specifically with the ship, honestly, badly damaged,
Greybeard's glitching.
Greybeard is glitching.
He can still yell at people though.
yeah, no, I think
We got raided.
All right. Welcome.
no, I think Greybeard's glitching, whatever, and then Marcio hits the unit
Yeah.
where he comes out of to like do like a Back to the Future thing where you hit the thing and then it gets clear.
I love it. Do me a favor. Roll 2d20 to create a distribution.
Okay. Ooh, 16 and 6.
Now, tell me, on your third roll with that d20, do you think that your roll is going to be above, below, or in the middle of that distribution?
And it's like 10 in between. It should be in the between.
Should be between statistically.
Yeah.
But that's not how that worked with me.
No, I'll use this one.
Okay.
No, I don't trust that one. Let's say between. Oh, got the same score as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I add to it with a coin?
No.
Dang. Okay.
Somewhere
I got
on your sheet, write that you have +1 influence. Now, my question to you is, what would Greybeard say, not to fully convince you of a mutiny, but to inspire you that something about the captains and her crew, specifically the ones that she keeps close, within her. What would Greybeard say to inspire doubt?
In the captain.
Well, to me specifically, Greybeard probably says, all you have to do is just shoot the captain, then you become the captain.
Okay. So this is something that you during the heat of battle ignore, but there's something about what he says that sparks doubt.
I'm like, you know what? That happened
That's
twice.
something that Ermin and pirates have in common. In
Absolutely.
Archonia, apparently.
So you escape. Just barely. The wind tunnels and something else that has occurred has sparked blossoms like fireflies, specifically from the glitching malware and exposed wires of the Wayfarer itself. Gravity spasms a little. You feel kind of lifted before settling down. On every surface, you see Greybeard flickering, fracturing into glyphs and star charts. The light stretches. The quarters feel too long. A wrench slides uphill, reality itself kind of lurching. And the stars outside the viewpoint are spiraling in, maybe backwards. Something is wrong. And that is where we will take our break.
Woo!
Sorry, one quick question. How do we earn coins again?
By breaking the charter, specifically,
Not getting caught.
and not getting caught. Another way to remove mutiny points is by repairing relationships or by spending coins.
Yeah.
That being said, we'll pick up here in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Raiders. Mwah, mwah. I'm not the usual GM. It's this fella right over here. But we are playing World Without Number.
We'll see you all in 10.
10
minutes.
minute break. Hello.
Woo!
Fucking.
We're back.
We're
fucking.
fucking.
Apparently we're fucking.
And speaking of fucking,
Boys night out.
boys night out. You're not here. Sorry. So what has happened? There was
Typical boys' night out. We wrecked the ship.
Yeah, we wrecked the ship.
the ship
the ship.
is wrecked.
We got drunk.
You are currently stranded. And what I'll say is this. We're going to fast forward here a few days. A few days pass by.
Oh, so we escaped.
You escape.
We escaped the invisible ship.
Yeah.
Pyres,
We think.
pyres were lit. And something to know about the things that you were feeling. There was like specifically when you saw the blue ship coming, you didn't see it. I don't know if you would end up telling them. We'll create a scene for that should you so desire. But what everyone felt, specifically when this blue flash was shown, was there was a drop in your stomach, a almost warbling of the space around you. And the stars didn't seem right. Now, in the few days that passed by, pyres were lit and thrown off the ship as a memory of those that fell. Not long before the standing captain, because one Green Gertie died, Gray-Eyed Gil sends most to clean up. While others take to jobs that the fourth were in charge of, navigation, tending to the ships, tracking supplies, you three are chosen to kind of fill in those the spaces where it's most needed. So everybody is kind of working on repairing the ship with wood and whatever's left over. Some notable characters that did die: Green Gertie, Mad Eyes, Slug, Photon, Catgut. At least for notable characters that died.
Thank God, Cal Jurgen survived.
But you three were chosen. You guys can either tend to navigation, tend to the ship's AI, or keep charge of tracking supplies. This is a time where you can create scenes to, once again, break the charter in order to gain coins, or if you want to repair relationships in order to get rid of mutiny. This space is yours. Something in... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Well, I'm definitely labor. So I'm like running materials to the hole.
Okay.
A little sad that Green Gertie died. I liked her as a leader. And, honestly, I'm pretty sad that all of them died. Even Slug. I felt like we could have been friends still.
Yeah, that's the only relationship I feel like we would have to repair.
So you are running to the hole. Kind of just transferring things up and down, right?
I don't know what he's doing right now, but as I pass by, I'm like, so it looks like I'm gonna owe you that rum a little later. I can't get it to you today, obviously.
I don't know how much longer I can wait here.
But with Slug gone, there might be more rations to go around.
Yeah, half the crew's gone.
Did we rescue any of them? Did our attempts actually succeed?
I got a few of them.
You got a few of them.
Yeah.
Roll me a luck save.
You did
Whether or
kinda
not
say.
they survived.
That is a success.
Okay. So I will say...
Hey,
I will say two of the
your
ones that
character's
you
name again?
got survived.
Zero.
Two of them survived?
Two of them survived.
By the way, Zero, did you get hurt at all during that when the ship got torn in half?
No, not really, but my axe did take a dent when I deflected a
Are
thing.
you sure? You know
Yeah.
what? Look, I could check you out real quick and make sure you're okay.
No, that's okay. I saw like Eddie Bones when he does that. It's like weird.
Well, no, I'm not like Eddie Bones. That guy's a freak.
He doesn't want you to touch him.
I don't want to take off anything.
He's got a lot of
Like, do
mystique.
you ever take off that mask of yours?
Yeah.
He told me once he's horribly scarred.
Yeah. That's what he said.
I mean, all right. If you need that thing sharpened or something, let me know.
My mask?
Yeah.
No, I don't really fight with it, but I do need my axe sharpened.
Okay. I can take care of that.
Thanks.
While you work, transferring things up and down, kind of helping out as you do down into the hole, roll me a notice check.
Misery. 8 plus 0 plus 0, so 8.
As you're rounding a corner, and the Wayfarer is huge. It's just massive. There's a lot of twisting corridors, places where it looks like this is just a storage unit, but sometimes there's a dead end. You hear the laughter of someone. I was funny.
Did you hear that?
What?
I just heard Slug.
He's alive?
What? Did you hear him hit the hole?
Question: are you guys all doing the same job together?
Nah, I'm off somewhere.
Yeah, I'm probably.
I just assumed he was riding me.
I'm moving around.
Oh, if you go back up.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I'm imagining I passed by him. I was passing by him. Weird. Nothing. Never mind. I don't know what to say to that.
Okay.
I want to seek out Hammock Joe.
Okay.
Hi, Hammock. Listen, I know we had a lot of problems. At one time you spit in my potatoes.
Yeah.
And then one time you kneecapped me with Peg. And,
You were after my girl.
well, I just want to let you know about Susie, Susie One Tooth. She's just a friend of mine. I think she's nice, but I'm not after you, girl.
Oh, sure, that's what they all say. They're all looking for the things beneath their legs. I know that. I know that.
Oh no, I'm not. Listen, Hammock. I've known Susie for almost a year now. If I was gonna make a move, I'd have made it by now. Don't you think? Besides which, I have too much respect for you.
Roll me. I will say either a connect or
Convince?
convince. I will say +1, specifically with the last bit of what you said,
Okay.
with a +1.
So that would be a 10, but that makes it an 11.
Yeah. Which does remove a mutiny, as you guys have repaired a relationship.
Good night, Cody.
Lord King, can you do me a favor and roll a notice check?
With what? Wisdom? Mm-hmm. So 7.
Okay. A brief flash of familiarity up near where the captain usually stood, where it's now occupied by one gray-eyed Gill. The gray-eyed Gill is talking to someone, but their body is kind of being covered, at least where you're standing, by one of the main masts.
I can't see who he's talking to.
No, but there was a brief flash of familiarity as they walked. And the conversation with you and Hammock kind of pauses for a little bit. They go, that's a very nice thing to say. You know, you're a good man, Lord King. Pats her on the shoulder.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Hammock.
Garcia, how will you fill this time helping the ship in repairs? How will you, or if you wish to break the charter in any way to gain flashback tokens, now would be the time to do that.
No, well, it's not 1. I'm just gonna help Catgut
Catgut is
with
dead.
with the injured.
Catgut is dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's all over from Catgut.
Yeah, looks like I'm the new doctor of this ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking over Catgut's role.
Okay, so you're taking up your shift, packing up your things, you go downstairs. And you hear, even before you enter that space, familiar footfalls of having worked with Catgut before, of Catgut himself. As you cross the corridor into that space where the healing tent is, or the healing space is, you see Slug and Catgut laughing it up.
That was very funny.
Oh man, how does he sound? I don't think you actually did a voice for him.
I've never done a voice for Catgut that I can recall.
As I was saying, when you try to fix the knee, you want to really just, click it in space, and you see Catgut like tickling the kneecap of Slug, who just laughs.
That tickles.
Okay. So
You've been working as the medic for the last couple days in replacement of Catgut, but as you cross there, you're kind of stunned as you stand and watch the sight before you. You swore you saw them drifting in space, dead from the explosion.
have I been in this in the healing area since the explosion?
This is you have been. You have been operating as the medic for the last couple.
I haven't seen them
days.
here
Nope. This
yet.
is the first time that you have seen them. Catgut,
Do they look fresh, like the skin?
they look as they always have. Roll me a notice.
Are we on regular lights now?
Yes, it's currently yellow.
Oh, that's the first snake eyes of the night.
Okay.
What is it?
I think we've all had a snake eyes,
Yeah,
right?
I got a
Oh, no,
snake
for
eye
me.
For you. We've each had a snake eyes.
Okay. So
Okay, I don't.
yeah, they look as they have always looked, and Catgut turns over to you. I have been waiting for you. I don't know where you've been the last few days, but we've successfully taken care of Slug. Slug, you are all healed up. The stitches from one Varcio here has actually healed you up.
Thank you, Varcio. Wait. No, I must be misremembering. He gets down and shuffles out of the door. Bye.
And he just walks by, and everything's fine when he walks by me.
Yeah, he just walks past you. Catgut sits on the gurney and just looks at you. Well, where you been for the last 3 days?
Marcy's gonna come up to him and just, because the thing is, does Catgut usually wear like a coat?
Yes.
I think before this time, during the 3 days, out of respect, Varcio would have put on that similar coat just like him.
He is wearing his coat.
Yeah. So,
As are you, by the way.
so Varcio looks down and he says, I think maybe I've drinking a little bit too much, because I could have sworn you were dead.
I have been told that I look like death upon the healing of the people that I take care of. It's nothing new.
No.
Are you okay? Do you need to be checked, please? And he taps the gurney beside him.
No, I saw you floating in space.
You having dreams? I mean, that's common with a lot of people's, from what I've heard of the crewmates, them having a thing called, it's a psychosis, where because of the emptiness of space, much like actually on the sea, where you start to see mirages.
What happened 3 days ago? The ship got torn in half.
3 days ago, we were sailing and then we stopped. The Greybeard's AI seemed to malfunction, and we have been stranded here. We're waiting until it's repaired.
And where was I? I was here the last 3 days tending to the wounded.
I have no idea where you were. You were not here. I was here. I was tending to Slug, as we were. You left and have returned just now.
I want to check the cameras.
There are no cameras.
There is one that sees all. There is one that has eyes on every part of the ship.
So the Greybeard?
Greybeard.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the Greybeard.
Okay. I need you, as you are interacting with Greybeard, to once again roll 2d20 to create your distribution.
Oh man, this is an interesting thing right here. Oh,
Is that 8?
so a 6 and 20.
Now
If I roll a 4,
Now you are telling me whether your third roll is going to fall below, above, or in the middle
Above.
of your distribution.
in the middle.
Okay, this is plus your wisdom. Do be aware of that.
Was that plus my wisdom before?
Yes, or it should have been.
I don't think I added it last time,
Okay.
but my wisdom is -1.
Okay.
Come on.
It's a 4.
Shut up.
With that -1, it's a 4.
Okay. So you interact with the ship. What are you talking with to? Sorry, what are you talking to Greybeard about? And then I will tell you the result of your second influence right now.
You just dunced your dice.
Yeah, it's gonna stay there for a bit. What am I talking to Greybeard about? I'm trying to get answers out of him of what happened the last 3 days. I'm like, the ship got torn in half the crew is dead. Now I see that Catgut's alive, Slug is alive. What happened the last 3 days, Greybeard?
Broken. Barely made it.
Fizzles out.
I do the Back to the Future thing again. Hit the console.
Alive. We were the strongest. We survived.
Not making sense. What are you talking about?
What would Greybeard say to convince you to do an action?
What, against the ship? Like against the charter?
I will tell you what that action is. You are forging a log. You are planting a fake security recording or access log that implicates another PC in sabotage. Now, however you want to do this throughout the game is up to you and your creativity, but the command that Greybeard finally influences you on is to forge a log. Now, what would he say to convince you to do this?
Forge a log. Like, but what is the log? Like a log in like what happened the last 3 days, or like
Basically to lie and implicate that another PC sabotaged the
One of
way.
us?
Either, sorry, not the PCs, like anybody on the crew, to convince what will be the captain that somebody sabotaged the Wayfarer.
All he has to do is tell me to do it.
Hater.
somebody sabotaged the Wayfarer.
So however you want to plant this fake access log is up to you.
That
throughout the
blind
game.
guy. The blind guy definitely sabotaged the Wayfarer.
Oh, fascinating. Okay, so what would Greybeard say to finally convince you of this?
He would just say that Destiny never leaves, or does the crew know about Destiny? Yeah.
And like whispers,
we
whatever,
have
like rumors or whatever, like myth has
I
been
think
created.
we all know how fully we understand. Probably
Yeah.
very.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. At this point, we've all heard the name many times.
He probably just says, once a traitor, always a traitor.
Okay, and in that traitorous thought, you think, oh, somebody sabotaged the Wayfarer.
Mm-hmm.
You start second guessing. You never saw a ship out there. You didn't see any of the missiles. You actually don't know what happened, but maybe somebody sabotaged the Wayfarer intentionally. And what Greybeard tells you is that there was somebody messing with the navigations. Lord King.
Oh, Lorking. That Lorking did it?
Yes. Now, however you want to write this log is up to you, and where you place it is up to you. Now, the last thing that Greybeard tells you in his flickering, broken self is this. Stars.
Stars?
Wrong. Navigation. World.
Stars wrong. Navigation world?
Good thing this isn't cryptic or nothing.
Something you guys are noting. Some familiar faces have popped up without any context. Do with that as you will, and there are some interesting knowledge that Greybeard has given you, Varsio. This will conclude this day, and as the night falls, the light turning a dark blue, you all three meet up at the hammocks.
I get my hit point back.
So we've started seeing like slug and stuff coming back.
You have heard. You've
heard.
seen something.
So just what
familiar,
we've actually experienced as of now.
and you actually have seen Varsio.
Okay.
Yeah, you've seen Slug and Catgut.
But I haven't seen them again since that day.
If you want to interact with Catgut and Slug again, then you may. But it's also a busy ship. There's a lot happening. So the encounters of Slug might be,
And it's the evening of the same day, right?
This is the evening of the
yeah.
same day. Yes.
I mean, but who's in command right now? Green Gertie?
Green Gertie, you all know, died.
Well, I go up to see if Green Gertie's alive.
Okay. Green Gertie is alive.
Where you going, Varsio? It's time for.
I got your rum.
We gotta
Wait, hold on.
not poker.
Wait, hey, you two, come with me.
Oh,
I pull you guys with me.
Okay, let's go.
To Green Gertie's
Walkies?
to Green Gertie's cabin, or quarters. I mean, and I say, Green Gertie?
I didn't even see him do
Green
that.
Gertie died.
Cause she died.
So you go into her quarters?
Yeah, with them too.
Okay. Yeah, she's not there.
Okay.
We shouldn't be in here.
She died.
This is captain's quarters.
I don't see anything, right?
Well, it's her quarters, right?
It's her quarters.
The bosun's quarters, probably the size of a closet.
I mean, it's still quarters.
It's quarters. The rest of it, they're one long room.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I mean, Gertie doesn't have like separate quarters from everybody. She has taken up the captain's quarters due to the captain not being there.
Yeah.
So she's, when she was alive, would take that. Now it's now gray-eyed. However, being that they are captains, they would normally stand at the whole,
would be
like
up
the
on
front of
the
the
deck,
ship
yeah.
to ensure everything's running properly.
Poop deck.
Yeah, at the poop deck. So if you wish to encounter a captain, if you think that Green Gertie is alive, maybe it's
up there.
Yeah, maybe it's up there. But you can absolutely pull them to the quarters where everybody would sleep to tell them this.
By the way, canonically, Gertie did have her own quarters.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She had that whole thing with teacher.
That's right.
Doesn't make much sense, but she did have her own quarters.
It's either way.
We
There's
check
nothing
both,
there. There's nothing there.
Something's not right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
3 days ago, the ship got torn in half, right?
Well, but now the front of it seems to be on.
Yeah. And
I can't stop thinking about the fact that
have you seen Catgut?
He died.
Have you seen Slug?
Also died.
I saw both of them this morning.
Outside?
No, in the lab.
Did someone get their bodies?
I don't think so. Do you think it was our fault that Slug died?
Yes.
Maybe if he wasn't injured,
Well, the two people that were in the infirmary, they both. So yeah, that was our fault. Catgut would have died anyway. But.
Have you seen anybody else since?
No, but I did hear Slug, like, I don't know, maybe it was just me remembering him. Which I don't know why I would, but
He does leave an impression.
yeah, it's kind of hard to forget.
What were we gonna go up and see?
No, I want to talk to the captain.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
As you're turning to go, roll me a notice.
I noticed 7.
A light blew down the quarters. The exposed wires of the part of the ship that was destroyed, this part merely fractured. There's something blue that drifts in, and you see that bit of the ship worsen. Can you roll me a d12?
I saw it
I haven't
again.
rolled a d12 in my life.
No,
8.
that's
Timbers have fallen. Cargo has shifted. Canvas is plunged down or some other obstacle and has trapped 2 crew members down below. Until they are rescued, the ship suffers a 10% penalty to its crew's strength. Don't worry about that. It's merely about resolving this crisis. Something about what just happened, this blue flash, this worsening of the ship's interior, made this happen, where 2 people heading downstairs, ending their shift, whatever just happened, timbers fell, and they are now trapped. How are you resolving this?
I saw it again. I saw it.
Help!
Help! There's a light. We should go help them, though.
Yeah, let's go.
we all hear this, right?
You are all down there, yeah, where this happened.
I want to punch the thing off of it.
I was gonna axe it.
Yeah, how are you guys helping this situation?
Well, I've got avowed and I haven't got to punch anything yet, so.
So you're trying to punch it?
Okay, you punch it first, and if not, I will cut it with my axe.
All right. Back in my old club, we used to break wood with our hands all the time.
me! I'm crying!
1 second, please. Just 1 second.
We're talking about strategies to get you out of that.
If I-
Surprise attack.
That's 17 on the die.
Yeah.
It's plus 4 is 21. Finally, monk shit.
That, yeah.
It's 6 damage.
Okay, that is 1 success. I need another success for this to work and for you to free the crew trapped underneath.
I hope it'll go all the way through. I'm gonna axe.
What, the floor?
All the way through the wood, through the guy,
I'm gonna just aim in between
through the
guys.
floor.
There's 2 guys, so aim in the middle between them.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you told me that, because I
That's what
wasn't
I
going
did.
to. I was going to do like a Miyagi around the chest.
My leg! My leg!
Should I cut that?
Will you be quiet?
Critical failure. Off with.
Are you expecting that for an auto success?
I'm gonna re-roll.
Oh, you reroll? Okay.
Yeah, because
Flashback.
flashback to. So, quick question.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
When he was when the vampire daddy was there,
Yeah, daddy.
when you were commanding the other ship for a minute,
Oh.
there were red shirts on the other ship too, right?
Yes.
Did they all survive in addition to yours, or did any of them survive?
The zombies?
Well, not your zombies, like the actual living.
Oh, yeah. They
Okay, I was one of those dudes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
oh, nice.
weird ass dudes on the ship, and I didn't know what they were.
love
They
it.
smelled real funny, and I wanted to be their friends, but they really didn't.
They were super dead.
They were super dead.
For some reason, I wanted to play with their limbs.
Yeah, there was dude, fetch with one of their arms would have been great.
I love it.
It was
Outstanding.
super creepy. What am I doing? Cutting wood. What are you gonna ask?
No,
I was just going to throw out how did you get on the ship to help you with a flashback, but you got one anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
I try to. Yeah, okay. I'll do that next time. 12 on the dice plus 6, so 18 to hit.
Okay. You free these people. They crawl from underneath the rubble. They look like mirrors, their hand reflecting you. And as they crawl, maybe it was because of how they were trapped underneath, their voices kind of sound like all of yours. It's trying to form a shape. It's crawling. It's leaving, and it looks up to you. And it sees your face, and you see your face beginning to form.
It's a darling! I'm gonna hit it.
We are going to enter combat. There are
Hell
two
yeah,
of
we
these creatures.
I believe I'm hitting this thing.
This is not a darling.
I know that. Lord King does not.
Fair enough. Okay, let's roll some initiative.
Lord King knows of one thing that turns into you.
Oh.
7.
7 for Lord King.
4 for me. For 0.
4-0.
4-0. 40.
Oh, Yuri's in the YouTube chat. I didn't see you there.
Hi, Yuri.
Welcome, Yuri. It's too late. We blew.
Oh,
the
your
ship
ship's super
right
messed up.
It's destroyed, and many of them have died.
You lost a third of your crew.
Also, we have a Gil one ear and a Susie one tooth.
Oh,
Marcio.
Green Gertie died.
Yeah.
Green Gertie died.
9 for Marcia. I think I,
9 for
Plug Smith
Marcio.
one of your coins fell.
Oh,
Extra coin.
I did see that. I thought you saw it too, so I didn't say anything.
these two things that you just saved crawl from beneath the rubble. They are made entirely of glass, reflecting you. They're trying to take shape. Varcio, what do you do?
Oh man, I attack it. Like.
How do you attack it? Define or describe your actions, and do you say anything?
Well, he says darlings.
Okay.
So Marcio just acts. And he just jumps out with his 2 blades and does like a spin attack and tries to hit one of them.
Brilliant. Okay. Roll me an attack.
Solly's gonna make us walk the plank.
Ooh, okay, 16 on the die plus 5 is
21.
21.
Okay.
D8. 4 damage.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. 5 damage. 5 damage.
So when you do that, as you do the spin attack, you do see on the chest of this mirror thing your own reflection doing that, and you see its arms kind of taking shape, blades out, your dress kind of forming. As you hit it, there's a crack in its form. I need you to roll 2d20. Create that distribution.
9, 13.
Okay. A unique bit. Instead of telling me below, in the middle, or above, you are telling me past, present, or future. Past below, present in the middle, future above.
So below and above are equal to each other. In the middle is slightly smaller.
I'm gonna do below.
So the past,
Yeah.
Gambling on the past.
Yeah, it's above.
it's
17.
above.
No, when you finally get above and you gamble on the below.
So, because you didn't get it, you do take another influence.
I think there's 3 influences now. Right?
That is your third influence. You have another
You don't have
command
any, do you?
from.
I don't even know what those are yet.
I don't either.
You have another command
No, you got
from
one.
I got one, but he didn't.
I haven't got it yet.
from Greybeard.
You guys need to tell me to do more crazy shit.
Your command, I think this is a 2. Your command is give him a little shock. During this game, by the way, completing these tasks will give you flashback tokens, so let that be an incentive. Give him a little shock. Another command that Greybeard has given you is to disable another player's equipment. Their weapon, their med kits, their scanners, whatever.
Another player or another crew member?
Sorry, another crewman. When I say player, I generally mean like crew member, without telling them a malfunction. So keep that in the back of your head. You do have 2 commands. Give them a little shock, as well as forge a log.
What was my first one?
Which is to plant a fake log that implicates another PC in sabotage, or another crew member in sabotage. You were given the name of Lord King, who interacted with navigation. So,
But you came up with the Corinthian as the guy.
yes.
So is he required to do Lord King or?
Either or.
Okay.
You are implicating. You're blaming.
Right.
Okay, so that resolved. We go over to Lord King.
I'm punching this thing in the face.
Now, my question to you is, who are you punching? There are 2, and we'll kind of generally set.
100% the one that looked up and turned into me.
Okay, so not the one that is currently turning into Barcio. Okay,
No.
noted.
In fact, it was me hauling off to punch him for that reason that started the combat. That is a 9 on the die. Plus 4 is 13.
You hit.
Okie dokie. Damage is 6.
Okay. Remind me what you said.
I said, darling!
Darling! Your voice.
No, it's you!
No, it's you!
No, you're the one!
You're the one!
Faker!
Faker!
0, kill him!
Alrighty, so you do hit. What was the damage?
6.
6. I need you to make a luck save.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Okay? Never mind, you do not have to do the past, present, or future hits. You are okay, but you do see there is a shattering in their glass. 0, you are up next. There were 2 that were attacked. Both of them have 1 attack each. There was Barcio's and Lord King's.
Yes. Do I know? I know which one's which. Like, it's not like, which one do I attack?
I mean, Lord King's less so. They're starting to become more entangled, more as one.
Yeah.
Their voice sounding the same, their actions the same.
He told me to attack that one, and so I'm going to attack it. I did see him attack it, so I did see the damage.
It is still like prone
Yeah.
in front of me, so
Yeah.
you can tell us apart for now.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
I say as I just swing at it with my axe. Actually, are they? How close are they to everybody? Like, are we bundled up in a little corridor?
Yeah, we're bundled up in the corridor. Nobody has really like come down. It's still kind of like the early stages of people kind of going into their next shifts. But this is the space where right near the stairs that go upwards. That's where the timber kind of fell to trap these 2 crewmates.
Cool. So I'm within melee distance of both of them.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to start off with a whirlwind assault.
Hell yeah.
And
That one too, I think.
give both of them
I got
7
whirlwind
damage.
evasion.
7 shock damage.
Oh.
Make a luck save with disadvantage.
That's not even my attack yet. That's not an attack.
Each attack.
Okay, all right, cool. Natural 20 and a 3. Damn it, disadvantage.
Oh my god.
3 is a
Wait, use
failure.
a coin. Auto succeed.
I'm gonna use the coin to re-roll the 3. Can I do that?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, auto reroll.
We have 2. We have a buffer.
Memory flashback into the moment where Throck hasn't landed yet. We haven't been back with Alvin yet, right?
No,
I'm not.
No.
Throck has been to our ship before, though.
Rock was not on the Wayfarer or the Venture. He was on that other, the dead ship where the vampire was.
Which is where I was, right?
You were not on it.
that was
yet.
on his ship.
That was when we were. Yeah, but that was when you guys were still capturing it.
Okay.
So 0 wouldn't have been on it yet.
There's so much lore to keep track of now. Damn it. I was going to use Throck's, like, attack move.
Let this be as a thought exercise.
You've
to all
seen
that we've
Mock.
done. You have seen Mock.
But yeah, Mock, who I'm very familiar with those people, and I take a little bit of his fighting style as I swing my axe.
Brilliant.
Channeling my inner Mock to slash at yours. 19 on the dice, plus 6. So. And then, okay.
That's Marcio like clapping on the back.
So they've each taken 7 damage.
Okay.
And then 7 plus 8, so another 15 damage for his.
Okay. Once again, roll me a luck save.
This one with regular.
Regular.
Okay.
Got another coin.
Oh wait, I never finished the first one.
You did, yeah. That's right.
I never re-rolled the
That's right.
first yet.
You
Yeah.
didn't re-roll it.
God damn it. All right, so 2 fails.
2 failures.
Yeah.
So you're going to be doing this twice. Once again, roll 2d20s, creating the distribution.
All right, so first one's 5 to 10.
Okay. Tell me past, present, or future.
Future.
Okay. Roll that.
No. Present.
Was it?
What's funny is there's a correct answer, right? Whatever has the most, that's what you should say, but
Yeah.
you never roll it.
So far, we've all failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you strike at this creature and it copies your movements. Because you hit it in the middle, this is the present, this thing copies your movements and strikes at you. Half of its form is now you. You take 5 damage.
Fuck.
Do your second one.
Do I get a the insight thing, or what's the thing? The thing you guys
Influence
get?
point?
Influence point.
No, this is not
okay.
included. No.
I wanted one. I feel left out.
You're not doing what they are doing.
All right, 5 to 14.
Okay.
Present.
Present.
17. God damn.
So above.
That was an insane spread.
Yeah.
So because it has hit the future. By the way, what I'm doing is this. If you land correctly on where you call,
Which we never will.
you are not. You don't take whatever the consequence
Yeah,
is.
we get it.
But since you got it wrong, and you hit the future, you have an influence.
I would like to point out that when you gave me an influence point, you did not give me a command from Greybeard.
Correct, because that was the first influence point that you got. He now has 2 and 3.
Okay.
For that second one, he got a command. For that third one, he got a
Oh,
command.
I thought when Greybeard told him to forge the log, that was his first one.
No, that was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come in just ready to fight and come straight down on him. When I land, it's enough shock that it deals damage to both of them, but then some of it's returned back to me. And then I hit that guy and he hits me. Oh, no, I only got an influence for the second one.
So you struck them twice.
3 times total if you count
3 times total.
hits.
Yours is shattered. There's one standing. He looks cracked, and it's like a. Oh, I can't remember the word. It's cracked. Okay, so it is now these gnoll creatures' turns. This gnoll creature is going to do the same spinning move against you, Varcio. Now, this is a straight D20, right? It was just a normal attack. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't want to add anything to what your action was. Does 13 hit? Oh, 13 plus what? What are your modifiers?
It's a +5.
Okay, sorry. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and this damage was what?
D8.
A D8? Okay. Plus anything?
No.
Okay, you take 4 damage. And that is its turn. We go back to Varcio. Varcio, you saw this thing perfectly mimic exactly what you just did. striking at you. You feel these cuts and slashes on your torso. How do you respond?
Kill it harder.
I'm gonna say, Lord King.
Lord King.
Captain.
Hit that one for me.
Hit that one for me.
And I'm gonna stay completely still.
Noted.
Okay.
Lord King.
I'm gonna hit that one for him. This is gonna be a flying knee.
A flying knee. Noted.
Oh, you got any coins?
No, I spent all my coins.
All right, what was the roll?
That's a crit fail. That's a 1.
Okay. You hit.
There's no crit fail in this system, but yeah.
You hit.
I hit anyway. Are you asking me?
No,
No,
you hit.
Okay.
So, what's
damage.
your damage?
That's an interesting thing for you to say. 8.
Okay. Roll me a luck save.
That's a nat 20.
You
Okay.
got like 3 in a row.
So you do
Three
not
today
need to
already.
do this, but you do crack and shatter it. I need you guys to roll me a stealth roll because this is breaking the charter.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to argue that it's not if we get caught.
Okay. Well, luckily
Because those were glass people.
I've got
Fighting
10 on the dice.
with no one actually like seeing what this is, they will make assumptions.
I would like to argue that there's no evidence of a body.
You three are standing in a circle with cuts. The assumption is you guys fought each other.
There's debris on the ground. I feel like the
You can make your.
He's right. The assumption is we fought each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
So wait, what were we rolling?
Still rolling stealth.
Or sneak. Sneak.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's 8 for me.
Classic. 8 is a success. Your flashback.
thanks.
I rolled a 6 for you, by the way.
Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That is a success.
That dex, hell yeah.
And yourself?
10.
That is a success. The glass shatters. There's no more of these creatures. To recap what just happened, there was a blue flash. You saw fur. You guys were on your way to see if Green Gertie was alive. I'll leave it at that. How do you guys respond to this? What just happened?
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. First of all, I did good, right?
You did great.
Good. There's a blue light moving around that I keep seeing. I don't know if it's just me being crazy or something, but
We all are off of our planet, which is a word I didn't know 2 months ago.
me neither.
You're not crazy. We just fought glass men.
I didn't know our planet was a big circle.
I didn't know there were monkeys that could talk.
I know there were glass people.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that there's an invisible guy.
Is there any like remnants of these glass people on the floor?
There are. It doesn't look like glass though. If you
I'm gonna take one of my empty vials that I use for poison and try to scoop up some of it.
It's not liquid. Well, we'll say the vial's a little bigger for you to
Yeah.
put in. If you look at it,
You want me to break it down some more for you to dust?
it almost looks like the chrysalis of a butterfly, or sorry, of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It's thin.
Okay, I'm gonna take this with me.
Probably why they're so fragile.
Where do you guys go?
Should we?
We should go up, like we said.
Okay. Which way did I see where that blue light went?
Yeah.
Down where?
I did see the blue light go down.
But we need to find out who's even in command of the ship. He
Sure.
said the ship was destroyed. Now it's all here. And then he saw Kaka.
Okay.
We got to find out who's in charge.
I'll follow you guys.
Yeah, we gotta report to the captain.
You're kind of a good guy there.
We're not. Yeah, we got to report to the captain. Who's ever the captain right now.
Go up. There's commotion.
Captain.
Talking. Is she alive? No, I swear I saw her. No, she was dead. Floating. Body torn in half. Up on the ship, near the wheel, with the flickering graybeard behind her, is Green Gertie, giving commands, ordering the new shift, telling them what they need to do. She is very assured. She is like her usual self. Nothing wrong with her. Telling people what to do and where to go. She sees you. Wait. No. You were from last night's crew. You're off duty. Go.
Does she look glassy in my eyes?
Make a notice check.
Wait, you're back, Green Gertie. I think you already got it.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Oh, 5. What's known as wisdom?
I believe so, yes.
No, 6.
Okay. Looks absolutely normal.
But Captain, we saw some things.
There were 2 glass men under a collapsed piece of wood down below decks. We broke them free. We thought they were crew. They came out. They were made of glass, and they started turning into us 2. We fought them.
That sounds like darlings to me.
To me too, but
There are darlings on this ship.
well, no, we killed them. But they were glass, and they shattered into dust. He got some. He got some in a bottle.
I got wounded.
You need to go to Catcut immediately. Get yourself checked out.
Cat died.
Captain, how are you not dead? Because we saw you get blown off the ship when we crashed into that invisible thingy a few days ago. You and Catgut and Slug and lots of others.
We escaped the battle. Everything's fine. Grieve helped us out, closed and sealed the ship. We're working on the repairs right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody died. Miraculously, I was miraculous. I guess the gods are on our side.
Well, that's an omen for you.
Yeah.
Marcio's still like he's thinking about the glass downstairs and this. And he's like, I'm gonna say to you, what if she's glass?
I'm thinking the same thing, Marcio.
But Captain, so what do you want us to do? I mean, I don't know.
Go to sleep. The next morning, we will call you for your shift.
Okay.
Repairs need to be done.
0.
Yes, Captain. Yeah?
Don't leave.
What?
I think she's glass.
But she told me to go to bed.
It's not really the captain.
When we hit the glass guys downstairs, did they make sounds or did this?
There was fracturing, so sort of like glass kind of cracking and
But when we were like making physical contact with their skin, was it like skin like our skin or was it like smooth?
in the moments that you attacked your people that were forming, their skin felt like skin. The areas of glass felt like glass.
Let's see. I gotta do a full-on running Superman punch on Green Gertie. I'm running up the steps onto the poop deck.
In front of everyone?
In front of everyone.
I'm sorry, there is no way to hide this.
I'm not trying to. I think that what I'm
I'd like to
doing,
use the coin real quick to remove one of those first.
what I think I'm doing is revealing an imposter.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to hide it.
I mean, we just fought 3.
We just fought 3 imposters.
and we thought she was dead. So
Okay. Roll for an attack.
Okay.
this would have been doing better.
Lord Captain, stop!
She's a glass woman.
Nice.
21 to hit.
That hit.
Take break this glass, darling woman from space.
Nice.
9 damage. So it's a very accurate Teal Haven accent.
Luck save.
If you roll another 20.
15.
Almost.
That's a pass.
Okay. So you do not need to roll the distributions. But what ends up happening is, as you crack, there is commotion of chaos. People trying to tackle
I
you.
crack?
Sorry, as she cracks.
Oh,
I'll crack too a little.
I was right.
You see the flickering of Greybeard's form. Stop! And you see the ship almost fold into itself into reality. And then
What?
Dawn.
Wait, did we just disappear?
Are we floating in space or did we go with the ship?
You awaken, crash landed on this. It's an unusual place.
Unusual place.
The ship has landed, if you can call it that. The Wayfarer groans, half submerged in dust and rootwork. You exit into twilight, a gray mist coiling around you, knee-deep and whispering. It smells like ozone and decay. This world is a collage of lost places. You see a freeway loop sliced through a forest of petrified data trees, a mall turned cathedral hung with screens showing looped dreams, oceans lifted into the skies frozen in mid-collapse, a crashed version of the Wayfarer about a mile away, cracked and open like a husk. You are stuck, in short, and what you see in the wreckage of your ship, with many unconscious, a blue fox.
A blue fox.
That's a new one.
We've had all kinds of colors of foxes here, but not a blue one yet.
It looks this way and that before running. Now, you are in a shattered world. You see many of your crew standing, nervous, distraught, and you see Lord King, an angry Green Gertie standing before you. Why did you do that? God! Ow! Again, reacting, showing like she's her real self, but you see that crack.
Well, you're a fake lady. You tried to impersonate Green Gertie.
What are you talking about?
Your head is cracked like glass. It's not real.
Many of the crew are also kind of just frozen in shock, and she says, "Where have we landed? What's happening?"
I don't know, Glass Lady. Where are we landed?
She snaps, and two people kind of rush over to you and start to like hold you down to restrain you.
Can I?
Am I here?
You are all here.
Oh no! Well, I try to assist them.
I want to address the crew and say,
Yeah.
everyone look at her head. It's cracked. It's glass. She's not real.
Roll me convince.
15. 15.
It's true, I saw her break.
You see.
Oh, wait. That's fucking... I rolled the wrong die.
Oh.
We roll d6s in this.
I rolled 2d6 in this game. I'm the only one that remembers that.
No.
It's 9.
Okay. So that's a success.
Yeah.
Mild success. The two that were commanded to hold you down follow Green Gertie. They ignore you and hold you down, try to restrain you.
No, if Marcio sees the cracks in Green Gertie, like her face, Marcio's gonna try to sneak behind her and attack her.
Okay. Go and do your attack.
Should we be on the board doing this?
I will say yes. Put yourselves, near here. By the way, the items that are floating above are literally floating items.
I'm gonna move this for the cameras.
Absolutely.
Okay, and do we have a Gertie?
Boom. It matters not. But Gertie it is. We'll throw some more people over there just to populate the area with folks. Okay, so you strike at Gertie's back. Go ahead and do your strike.
Sorry, can you put this one back?
And I'm gonna do this with the poison.
Noted.
I don't know what to do.
You've got a real problem, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know who to believe.
Let's see. Will a 10 hit?
10 does it.
10 does hit? Okay. So no way. Dang it.
What? Damage 2. Oh.
Snake eyes again?
I got snake eyes on the damage, but I think it's +3. So 5 damage.
Okay. You do see another crack appear on her back. Do me a favor, roll a luck save. With disadvantage, because you did
And
not.
I yell, "That's not the green Gertie we know."
Okay.
You can spend a coin to auto succeed.
Well, I can do that after, right?
I guess.
Well, it's 16. So
We're already at
disadvantage.
We're already at 6 moons.
Oh. Disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay, the first one was 16. Let's see if you learned your lesson. Oh. Luck save 13. I got 11.
Okay, so
Can I add +3?
are you spending?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll spend one of the coins that has +3. So I
So you succeed.
exceed the luck
So you
save.
do not need to roll that, but there is a second crack. You start to hear, because some people cannot see this happening. Some people are lost in the crowd, so they're only seeing you three attacking, and there is commotion. People rioting, people fighting. Stop them, stop them. Some, wait, what is happening with her form? You see the two that are holding you, because they are so close, let you go and take out their pistols and hold it in front of Green Gertie. What are you doing? And then she unsheaths. Let's roll for initiative.
All right.
I almost rolled a d4 for
Ooh, I'm rolling really great at initiative tonight.
I was, not now.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I mean, I was.
2 for Lord King.
4. Oh,
4 for
0.
0.
I got 10, my max.
I'm
Awesome.
10 for Marcio.
You got
All right.
9 and
Marcio, you are up first.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last poison vial and attack again. Oh shit.
I hope the glass isn't immune to poison.
Well, we'll see. Oh my god, that was. This should still be a hit. It's gonna be 8 plus 5. That's 13.
13 hits.
Yeah.
You just met the AC or the DC.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit better than last time, but 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
7 damage. That officially breaks her. Do me a favor. I need you to roll 2d20. Create your distribution.
Okay. Will one of us get it tonight? I got a 20 and a 12.
Okay. Past, present, or future.
Future.
Gotta be passed.
Oh,
Okay, so 1 through 11 is passed.
So
12
slightly in favor of pass.
Slightly in favor of pass. That has never helped us, but that is the math.
I really wanted this to just happen once tonight.
It's more fun to fail.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's fun to succeed once so we know what it looks like.
That's true. That's true.
By the way, you did spend a coin. I am waiting for a flashback from you.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to be right now. Let's resolve this.
Wait, I think I'm gonna do present.
Present. Okay.
Okay. Gambling man.
If I get 12, if I meet or beat, does it count as?
Sorry. So
12 to
if
20, so if you get 12,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
in the middle.
succeed.
Yeah, you succeed.
it's a 1, guys.
Gain 1 system strain.
Oh no.
You should have gone with the odds.
Okay.
It If we keep going with the odds, we'll get it one day.
Gertie,
Wait, is that the same die you put in the timeout?
Yeah, I thought he learned his lesson.
he hadn't learned his lesson.
Gertie is shattered. Now, on Gertie's turn, it's not Gertie's turn. However, it is, because Gertie is dead, shattered, broken.
Nice.
People start rioting. There is people fighting. There is a mutiny. The Wayfarer is at the worst possible place that it's ever been before. Now, given whenever the captain is gone, you all kind of created this sort of routine to keep yourselves all in check in order to keep yourselves in line. But even Green Gertie is gone. What do a pack of wolves do when...
Food fight!
Exactly. So they're all fighting. You see rushing behind you, Slug.
It's time to go.
And if you resist, you will need to resist, but he is trying to grab you to take you off the ship.
I thought we were off the ship.
No, you guys have crash landed. The Wayfarer is basically just absolutely destroyed, demolished. You saw that brief glimpse of a blue fox and then drift and run away.
We're already in mutiny.
You are in mutiny. Slug,
What if I take one of those away? And I call out, everyone stop! We just need to pick a new captain!
everyone stops. Slug stops and says,
Here's what I think we ought to do.
That's good, because as he was running at me, I was like this.
Everyone, here's what I think we ought to do. Everyone, we should form a line, right, with everyone watching.
I go get in line.
I say,
Well, let me finish. We form a line with everyone watching. We come up one by one, everyone looking, and we just hit each other on the arm to see if it cracks or if it bruises. If it bruises, you're all right. If it cracks, you're a witch.
General, maybe.
and Barcio says, as per tradition, whoever killed the previous captain becomes the new captain.
Varcio for captain.
Barcio for captain?
All right, and you see about 18 people raise their hand.
I use a coin to take away another one.
Another mutiny.
Yeah, another mutiny to up my votes.
Oh yeah, I did. We still have flashbacks to do.
Yeah.
You have two now, and
Yeah,
I
You have two now.
My flashback is of the time when Eddie Bones turned into a deep one. No, my flashback is of the time when we were in the harbor at Indomitus, and a deep one was like on our ship talking to our officers and the cabin boy and whatever the hell Eddie Bones is, and then left the ship, and then we started hearing all these Brass Island accents yelling out in terror out in the fog.
Hell yeah.
And then that ship was just deserted when we found it.
Love it. Barcio, you can just give me like just one. We'll combine it for the two, for the sake of time.
Really good one.
Barcio one time snuck into Eddie's quarters where he was sleeping, and he looked at his diary, and there was just a bunch of pictures of cat women.
Love it. Okay.
Some of human Nakashi, right?
Yeah.
Your votes are increased. That does take another mutiny away.
Barcio.
Captain Varcio, is it your order that we do the thing I fucking said?
Yes, makes the most sense.
All right. Yeah, start with the captain.
While you guys are doing this, Slug kind of leans over to you.
I saw fox. Blue fox. Not white like one before.
I saw that one too.
It bites ship. It destroy ship.
But it's so tiny.
I think
Not that you're big or anything.
I think it is cause for,
And just points to everything that you see before you, the chaos of what this
I think so
realm
too.
is.
I think so too. How do we find it?
I am not good tracker.
Is everyone else in the crew hitting their hands?
Some of them are.
I feel bad for whoever you
Well, we're
hit.
supposed to be all watching as they do it one at a time.
Because we're surveying.
So if anyone cracks, we're all going to know.
Well, people that crack, Catgut, Photon, Mad Eyes, Gray-Eyed. There's some from the OG crew that do crack.
Basically, everyone we thought was dead. Okay.
Here's the thing, though. That does inspire more action and more people attacking. A note. They don't attack first.
Okay.
Something that you're noting, they truly believe that they are that person.
Yeah,
Even
got
with
that with-
Green Gertie.
Yeah.
People are starting to kill.
Wait, maybe they're our
People are
friends
starting
too.
to attack, and Slug is like, this is bad. And you do remember Slug was one of the people that you saw die.
Can I just want to roll something real quick internally.
Okay. So, Slug,
Yes.
you died too. So you were one of them.
I died?
So
What? Down in hole, I punched you. I'm sorry.
I'm forgiven. That's no biggie. I get punched all the time. I don't understand how, but anyway. But you're not attacking us. Why?
Why attack friend and crew? We have signed charter to not kill one another.
Yeah.
So they're all breaking the charter right now.
Captain Varsio, I think we should order the crew not to attack the glass ones.
Yeah, and I say, halt!
Just separate them out and we'll talk about it.
No attacking the glass.
We're just going to separate the glass guys out over there and the meat guys out over there, and then we're going to talk about what the hell is happening.
And you do.
0.
So there's a blue fox running around, and both me and the glass slug
You can just call me Slug.
saw it, and apparently it is what's attacking us.
A blue fox.
It was like the blue light I saw. It was like the same color.
We had a brown fox and a white fox, mostly the white fox, but there was also a black fox.
And it's weird because none of them have been like good.
Varsio
All
says,
been bad.
Yeah.
Varsio says, hand me my spyglass.
Does anyone have a spyglass?
I do!
Give it to the captain.
Okay! Here you go, Captain.
Yeah, I start searching for the fox.
Okay. I need you to roll me a.
I'm gonna sniff around for him too.
Yeah, I'll do a notice. And if you would like to help out, it will be with advantage.
Do I get a bonus since I'm using the spyglass?
I'll give you a +1, plus your advantage.
So is that rolling 2 sets of d6?
One additional d6 and
Oh, that's right. That's what we do. Wait,
For help, what we do is roll 3d6, drop the lowest.
understand. Plus, +1.
Nice. Okay. So
10 of that.
so 10 total.
Okay. You see it near a crash version of your own ship. Footprints in a slight, brief light of blue. It's moving very, very fast. This ship is older, rusted, but with no trace of the absolute disaster of a ship that is behind you. Green lichen covers corpses in their old universe, in your old uniforms. Ooh. This is a version of you. That one crash landed, the ship survived, but you died. It's heading towards there.
Follow the fox, men.
Who are you calling to do that?
Everyone.
glass and
Captain, we should split up, see if we can get around this side of him and that side of him, and then the one team from behind.
It's only going to take but that's what's going to take longer.
Well, but he's faster than us. We should try and trick him.
Yep. When pursuing prey like that, you
All right, glass one side, meat the other side.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a lead to see if you guys are able to actually successfully maneuver this.
Can we say, since I became captain, I get 1 point of lead?
I can.
You have a 0 in lead now.
Well, yeah.
Minus-
Because mine's blank right now. Can I say I have
So
a
now
0?
it's a 0, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I also have a 0. Can I help him? All right.
How are you helping? How are you helping?
Well, I was the one who said we should split up, and when he called the orders, I'm like, okay, and I run first to make sure everyone sees me following the orders.
Will we accept that help?
I will accept.
Okay. Nice. Okay, drop that 1. So 6, another 10.
Okay. So, you go past a mall cathedral hybrid filled with broken bending shrines. A giant knoll statue mirrors the fox mid-leap.
are we still in
You
this?
pass through glowing pods emerged from broken cobblestone. You hear your own voice whispering from one of them when you speak. You pass through a half-shattered skyscraper floating sideways in the sky. Staircase fold over each other in non-Euclidean geometry. Knowledge lives here before you reach your broken Wayfarer. Stranded, alone. The fox is sniffing around, familiar with the scent of who you are, presumably, confused why there are 2 versions. How are you approaching? Because how you approach will determine its behavior towards you.
Did the crew ever talk to the regular fox when it was around?
Asarius?
Yeah, Sarius.
Probably not anyone outside the main cast. Because
Other than maybe like the occasional, you over there, bring me that vial.
they would have spoken to Renly,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
would have really been Asarius, but they wouldn't have known.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
So the crew doesn't have any experience dealing with foxes.
Not really. Not we don't. We were on the ship with multiple foxes, but we never knew any of them were sentient.
Well, I'm going to talk to Zero and say, do you know how to speak to this thing?
Because I look like a dog.
No, because you saw it first.
I mean, I know how to be friends with people. Maybe I can go be a friend with it.
Yeah, try that.
Okay. And if it doesn't work,
Then we kill it.
okay. Friend first, kill second. Got it. I think in this moment I will take off my mask to try to like just y'all you guys have seen.
Well, I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. No,
Still a shock. I have my suspicions.
you're definitely very hairy.
No
Whatever.
wonder,
I'm just trying to relate to it a little more. Here, hold my hand.
no wonder he's been sniffing butts all the time.
I've never snipped a butt that you saw.
Why didn't he hang out with that wolf guy? The cat?
I don't know. This brings up a lot of questions.
There's so many dogs on the ship. There were foxes.
I can still hear you, and because he's weird.
Hold on a second. There was that one dog man that the cat talked
I know,
to,
yeah.
and then the wolf.
How did
I wanted to be friends with him.
how did the dog man not know him?
I don't know. This is so confusing.
I'll tell you all my secrets later. Anyway,
How are you approaching?
I still have my axe on my back, but I am going to approach a little bit slower and lower to try to get down to its level. And I have my rations, so I'm going to hold out some food,
As you approach,
some jerky.
you see that the fox is burying something. You hear it speaking. Fire, fire, fire. Before I burnt. To crash, didn't we? Or no, into it. No, we crashed in. No, we crashed out.
Hey,
Kinder last time. Huh? Yeah? What?
you could talk?
On the ship.
Yeah.
From the ship, from
are you
the ship,
okay?
The ship, the crash, the ship. You, the ship, the crash. All people.
Hey, it's okay. It's
Huh?
okay.
What?
Calm down. I'm Zero.
Zero, the hero, they rhyme. They rhyme the zero, the hero.
I'm not a hero.
All the time.
No, I'm just a crew member on the ship.
Crew member, the ship. This ship? No, the ship. That ship. The which ship?
That one back there. But also this one. It
In the
looks.
hole that it created, you see it vomits out pieces of machinery and starts to dig. What do here?
Where. I
What
think.
do? You walk.
You.
Look.
Yeah.
Like me?
Yeah. So, we're here. We're friends. I think. Because I want to
killed.
be your friend, but I think you broke our ship.
You kill, you stole, you raped, you killed, you stole, you
No.
raped, you stripped, you broke. For war. For blood. For everything. I gave you yourselves. Not the best of you, not the worst. Just what you have become.
Here, you want to talk to our captain
The captain? The captain. What is captain? Captain.
of our ship?
Word not in my head. What is captain?
Okay, unfortunately, the best I could do is offer you food and give you pets if you want them. But if you want to,
Pets? What's pet? I wish only to run, to sleep, to mate, to run, to wait, to eat, to fight, to bite, to itch, to roll, and shit, and piss, and mark, and rape, and mate. But I was stolen, and raped, and killed, and stripped. Time again. My body, unique.
are you okay? Do you need like help?
What is help?
Okay, we are here to assist. Come meet. Can I bring my captain and my friend over, and we can try to figure this out?
I saw what they did to the ones that I gave, and the ones that I gave, they broke.
There
I
was
gave you yourselves, and you just... War. Is that who you are? War? I've heard that word before.
we're scared.
Scared.
And-
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I was stolen.
I was scared too.
I was stolen.
So
I
we-
was killed. I was burned. Unique. Past, future.
Okay.
Present.
Slow down.
Huh?
So let's figure this out. We were scared. We thought those versions were going to hurt us, and so once we found out that they weren't, we stopped.
Roll a convince.
Okay, damn it. This is why I'm trying to get you guys over here. I'm like terrible at
We're on our way.
I will give you a +1 because you haven't shown yourself to be malicious in any way.
And I try to give him beef jerky.
I haven't taken any of
A 6 and a 1. So you give me a +1, so 8.
Okay, that's a success. It will allow you to move away and towards the people. It doesn't understand really what help is or what captain is, but it assumes that you're bringing friends over.
Yes. Okay. So, guys, this is way out of my league. I was just gonna go pet the fox, and it turns out he is something. I don't know how to respond to him. He's broken.
Just ask him how we get out of here. We gotta get back to the ship.
I couldn't even get. He doesn't even know what help is. I couldn't get regular words in.
Maybe I should try.
Yeah, just come talk to him. I'm not. This is not my thing.
Different, but same. Not glass,
Not glass.
but I gave and you cracked.
Why did
And you
you give
destroyed.
us glass people?
Your people died.
Okay,
The ship
so
that was stolen into, it killed me. It stole me. It wanted everything I am. But what am I? A creature of time left to the vices of man.
I have a question.
Question.
What were you before they stole you?
A fox always have been, always will be.
Where were you before they stole you?
Where?
Where?
It looks around.
I don't know where we are now. We seem to have been in
The knoll.
Huh?
The knoll.
The knoll. Are you telling me?
Here, I run and sleep and mate to run, to wake and eat and fight and
No,
bite.
I got all that. You said it before. Are you telling me that we are in non-existence?
Not. We exist.
We exist, but in the know. Are we like outside of the world?
We are the world. We take shape. We take form.
What world are you? What's your name?
I am Fox.
Did we crash into you?
I was stolen.
Who stole you?
Did he have a gray beard?
No, I was stolen by ship.
A ship stole you?
I think it looks like, and it looks around and points over to a half-broken ship flickering on and off. That is a form of it, past, present, or future.
Is this like a sci-fi ship or a water ship? Okay.
Yeah. It is like half cloaked, half not. Its cloaking vessel is kind of shivering.
Is that ship right next to us?
It's about 2-ish miles past a clearing near like this
we can
mutated river. But yeah, you can see it.
I'm probably totally wrong, but did we crash into the thing that stole you?
I don't know. I was not out there. I was trapped, and then I ran. I ran fast and fast and fast into another ship. I was scared, and then you destroyed. Curiosity got the better of me, and I created. I allowed gnolls to walk in your world to create. I felt sorry. They were dead.
How'd you do that?
You see, it spins really, really fast and disappear. And you see in the space where it's gone, this chrysalis begins to appear. Fully formed, you see this blank mirror within it as it begins to crack and form and release, and it looks at you. And as you see the fox peer right below you, the gnoll form, this mirror, starts to take your shape, but the fox, you see its tail grow larger and flicks it, and it appears to be Catgut, one of the people that were previously destroyed. It died, and now it lives again.
This is some magical creature.
Not magic. It is. What is magic?
Okay.
I destroyed ship in order to get home. Home is what a word that you call. Home is, I don't know. It is where I run to mate, to sleep and wake and eat and fight and bite. Ooh, and itch and roll and shit. I love that.
Can you get us back?
What is back?
Can you get us to our ship?
Past, present, future.
Past.
Past where?
Past before we crashed.
Yes, before we.
But I am trapped. It is a time when I am trapped, and that is scary.
Well, maybe if you get us back, we can help you without crashing into the ship.
Yeah, because then.
Help?
Yeah, because.
What is help?
Well, yeah, because if you take us back, then we'll know when you're going to crash.
Help is when somebody else does something that you can't do yourself.
Yes, and then.
I can't get out. Is that maybe how I get out?
You made a story where Greybeard stopped our ship before the crash.
Yes.
Let's do that again, but this time we'll know why the ship stopped. And we can use Grieve to spot your ship and fire on it.
So you don't crash.
So we don't all crash.
I like that idea. I will be then free.
Yeah, well, you won't
We'll
be here.
try our best to get you out.
They hurt me. They hurt me bad. They pelted me, and then I lived again, and then they killed me. They wanted to see how I became what I am.
Hold on just a second. Captain,
Yes.
we're on land, right?
Well, it feels like land.
It's ashore. Put a paw print on that.
The charter?
You're part of the crew now. We gotta save you. We're gonna kill the fuck out of those guys that took you.
Kill, kill, kill. That's what I want. I wish for vengeance, for war, for lives to be torn. And you see, just in a blink, you are returned.
On the ship?
On the ship, sailing in hyperspace.
You're not
full
the captain
HP?
now.
You are the three that had the conversation with the fox. You are the three that remember this. Everything is going exactly as it was.
Okay.
People moving around.
Sleeping, I mean.
You see the haunch man saying, I tricked you with that.
Yeah.
But we remember everything, right?
You remember the conversation you had with the fox. Yes, you remember the shattered world, that gnoll space. You remember the broken mirrors and the mirrors themselves. And you know that this is the moment that the ship is about to attack.
Just to wrap up that guy with the hunchback real quick, I take the water and just drink it this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my
away.
I'm gonna use my ability again to call in a favor. Grieve! There's an invisible ship. I know the gods told me. It's a fox god. Find it before it kills us.
And so it does. In the instance that you say that,
Nice.
there is this dee, 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 and Grieve wraps around the ship once more, curving around that missile just before it hits that which killed everyone. Turns, fires back on that ship. And you see that same ship as your ship slows down from hyperspace, just enough to see the cloaking device erupt into flame as the missile hits it back. Your plan is working.
Gertie! You got the charter on you?
She does, yes.
Anything new on it?
She unveils it. And by the way, something that you're noticing,
Yeah,
just below her hairline,
yeah.
small crack.
It's all right. Gonna ignore that for now.
Paw print. It was, what was his name? Asarius?
No, fox. A different fox, a blue fox. He's part of the crew. Long story, he's on that ship. We gotta save him.
Yeah, now there's two different paw prints, right?
Okay.
They tried to shoot at us, you saw.
There's the ship over there. And she
Sorry,
looks
Captain.
over
She's a captain again.
and immediately spins the wheel to go and save the fox. And that is where we will end tonight's episode, as the ship goes in to save said fox. We know how this story ends. At least the main characters do. Where the ship is returned to the moon, a fox saved and gone back to its space where it's supposed to. And you, with very confused people, remember your time in whatever linear or bilinear or whatever timeline that was. You three, through your interactions with the remainder of the crew, will note that in some of those crewmates, they died. The fox could not bring them back alive. It brought you back into that space with the null creatures themselves. But you know them to be just reflections of people. They're harmless. But they are those people. Thank you all so very much for watching tonight's episode.
Interesting.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you, Max.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I don't owe you rum anymore because
Fucking
that
everything all up.
that didn't happen.
It's true.
No,
We
you
jumped
still
back
no,
before it.
you still do. Because it's the
No,
day
we were
after.
gambling before we went up.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant job, y'all. Great
everyone.
job. Great
Good night.
job. Bravo.
So will we figure out what happens to us